Brekum Central Moscow and also be friend pay for our 0542 Hospital Road no so na wamu see a original medicine and omuti emo affordable one the anebo efo enti se bia ubusi ani bi yagene at hospital na Dr. Atwa Dro Amawa a Maya Chemist Limited and adu ani eche wamu anumbo efo and enu papa so and wamu eton wamu ye adwuma efi Joda ekosi kwasieda na Monday to Sunday na 6 a.m. ekosi 10 p.m. and Sunday so no 8 a.m. ekosi 10 p.m. enti adu papa fie no Maya Chemist Limited and ano pa we eni nyuma ko bebre na ne kra yase a wo mo ede ye eko enkrofama so na empemfo timi atoto niema enti uko Facebook no so Akwaaba Radio Akwaaba FM yes Akwaaba FM on Facebook Akwaaba FM on Facebook enti uko ma ubenya show no ahwe kama pa wo mo simi mfantu adim se wo mo guso a the other social media handles no especially Akwaaba Radio eni Akwaaba FM 98.1 no ni nyina no ebeba nemom account no de ye nyina nim se Akwaaba Radio ye wona ahodo miensa enti se opeso ohe na no paya uko Facebook no so Akwaaba FM on Facebook enti munyina monko no na fe monko like na fe muntimi enhye ema fofobi enya bi enhwe e wo Facebook no so anopai de ye hye nsabana se the Afri Games etimi ekos na dead no urabu our Spanish La Liga ma crucial game etofam ema Girona Boboko no wo etna fie epusu ntram yenu edigu Barcelona fortuna Barcelona for no wo eti emu baako again Girona 2 Barcelona 1 na Abrante for Lamine Yamal on the 45th minute enonya penalty and makes it a penalty no game ni guswa ekos no in the second half and Abrante for the Paul Kubasi have about first goal ema Barca team no ema niema enso ekosie emu obo Thomas Lema ebe take karma game no 1-1 and Abrante ni din and Fan Beltran enso ebe board the winning goal on the 86th minute ema Girona team no edi nkunim ekamienu a Barcelona omo enso eti emu baako na Tama Abrante for Fan Beltran board the winning goal no now to say yes na eniema enso ekoye ema wamu Girona team no.
Argentinian on loan from Manchester City, Roca, and Beltran has scored for Girona late on. What a big goal that might be.
Enti enu Girona Boboko no edi nkunim ekam yenu Barcelona wamo eti emu baako na uko Facebook no so a ubehu Hansi Flick onu manager ema Barcelona Boboko no Tama Barca enya penalty in the first half na Abrante for Lamine Yamal ebebo no na wasiniti ase yes papa no we obia se ni team no struggle to get a goal na se ebi omunya penalty no omo ba ya wo hwebi ntenu a womunya penalty in the first half Lamine Yamal ebo no na Hansi Flick no manager no asiniti ase arosem ene so pajaniti no na penalty no so amexia ene anopa yede ni nyina ema mo e wo Facebook no so Akwaaba FM Rafinha so no kofidiati adise Girona for taking lead on the 86th minute no udi enko hawa wosi faso FC the center Rafa no handle sa game no papa ni din enso ene Cesar Soto na yeka no near the two anim say after the game no Barca boys no edin kama number one goalkeeper one Garcia as womo concede too many chances and omo concede goals easily no or say ni saves and no na good enough to protect them and anya dey say omo ebema salusu a distract womo and was somebody to match na fe in their next matches no womo improve Paul Kubasi so ekodi nkomo so bia hu ade a rafini asisie pa and rafi Cesar Soto Grado wono enso asisi womo woso bia hu de esi agopama so na so nya de so betimi aka bibia e de afa because woma lose game na wie entian we ya na no akwa yi nika ama ebia ban bi etimi akọ e de amane nya de se wono Abrante for Paul Kubasi no obeka sembia e de afa referee Cesar Soto Grado ho we no say we have to improve. We have a bad game today and we have to do our self criticisms, rest and get our act together. We have a long week to improve. Nature sem I was omu improve senkuku akọ edi amu omu a womu basa players no emblem womu and a Brantony D any Claudio Echeverri ono a Man City player wo Bolon Emma Girona ne say ampa and some basa players ne eka and some of them central phone eka ne no kra wotia Juskunde nine so nanso adia ba ko ene say na fast no wo to America na chese speed ewo mu enti adeɛ bi a accident one shada so wotia the nine so eno mbisa ne sesenka referee age 4 anka beti asia na ena Brantford Claudio Echeverri se ampa senka referee age yanko beje tumudan so luckily for him no referee no enso anje enti say nei atimi afa no so amamu adi nkuruma de obetimi aka ene se nani age pass ne modemo atimi aboa amagirona ha one of the best clubs e was asisi a eno enso Barcelona team no na Girona manager papa ne di ene Michel and was it no crepa and it say and some amount for air can what you mu adwen say referee age 4 and kwabeti ase nanso want fa no ne ni kwan say va enso etimi intervene into ne de ewni say Brantford Claudio Echeverri although say woti Brantford Juskunde nine so nanso nya de say hete Brantford Juskunde eno some Michel ono enso manager Emma Girona Bobo kono what the eto Hansi Flick so no no excuse referees ni ayo modwuma wonko kansem bia na sometimes no ya no modwuma no mo ye no wo munya 100% na upon everything no wo de basa team no emfa team ni performance entonsone ye so no mo enjudge aside referee no wo de mo emfa entonsone ye so waso bia ehu ye de epiem in the first half and first no during the game was especially in transitions no in the second half na nyama enkoye emo first half no and aso munya chances o mutimi ejina so edi enya penalty no so no wo esquander no ntode de ewuni se Girona Bobo kono e deserve to win the game and enso etimi course no and was him we were very bad, we made so many mistakes and no ayensema Hansi Flick manager for Barcelona what did you do?
We defend especially in the transition very bad, so especially in the second half. In the first half we had some chances, also the penalty close to the break. We missed it, and at the moment you can also feel that we are a little bit tired. So it's like that. We have to come back. Girona deserved the win, the victory. This is what I can say. But of course it's not the level we want to play. So sometimes it's like that when you score a goal or you get a goal, especially directly after that, you have to be 100% focused because it's normally a lot of chances can be created and this immediately a goal can.
Eno and sama manager ne din ene Hansi Flick wano enso edi emaya enano pay ya dini nyina emamo ewa Akwaaba 98.1 so watwa so edi nkomo echiremu ekosi se nyankopon nya doma next week Brantford Pedri ene Marcus Rashford bu nyina ebaba back na ni gisem ene se Pablo Gavi enso I return to training na wano training with the squad nti there will be some players no mo apiki injuries as say there wamo bounce back no ensema Hansi Flick what they had to was one my players no 2 days off into ne enya de so mbe training or chance no enya de so mbe training yankopon ya doma Thursday and a pass team no ebesia back to training ground sababe training and no pay ya de nyina emamu e Africasia so far who La Liga league log na Barca Bobo kono at the second and Madrid at the first Madrid after Monday 24 no was 60 points plus 34 goals and Barcelona etosum yenu so 58 points plus 39 goals 14 more matches to go and two teams say yes and yamamu I den at the ama Barcelona Bobo kono na so far this season Barca for alusu 4 matches in La Liga and Madrid in so alusu 2 and ama some of the connoisseurs and the bookmakers na share tipo Real Madrid say wamum and your favorite to win the La Liga and I don't pay yadini nyina emamu na enche na fantasy man e koso between Spain and Argentina there aba ɛne sɛ Lionel Scaloni ɔno ɛyɛ manager ɛma Argentina man have a plan simple no best to pila Lamine Yamal on that day on the pitch and TSC why na adwen sɛ Brantif Nicolas Tagliafico ɔno ɛnso ɛyɛ player wɔ bɔcha sɛ left back ɛma Argentina man because of the timing ɛne kyɛ sɛ ne man marking ability nti no yɛsɛ papa ne din ɛne Lionel Scaloni ɛyɛ na adwen sɛ on that day Brantif ɛbɛ start sɛ na bɛyɛ a wɔbɛtumi astopo Brantif Lamine Yamal sɛ deɛ mete ɛne sɛ Madrid poboko no sɛ Akwaaba de sɛ ɔman fɛ adwuma no ama Abelewa ɛne Mauricio Pochettino a leading candidate sɛ Florentino Perez ahyɛseɛ ɛne ne ɛdi nkɔmmɔ na sɛ ɔno Mauricio Pochettino no ɛbɛba bɛyɛ adwuma ɛde ama Real Madrid poboko no a yɛsɛ ɛbɛyɛ after 2026 World Cup ɛbɛkɔ so ɛwɔ USA Canada ɛne Mexico no after that World Cup no ɛna papa ne din ɛne Pochettino ɛbɛba bɛfa ɔman a ne din ɛne Madrid anaasɛ Spain wɔm club a yɛfrɛ de Madrid na ɛno ɛna ba bɛtɔbu sɛ Akwaaba de sɛ Pochettino ɛba bɛfa waka kyɛ Florentino Perez sɛ ɛwɔ so ma no some assurance simple no ɔbɛma no kwan ɛma no ayɛ adwuma afei wɔn ɛbɛyɛ overhauling ɛwɔ setup no players no ebi mu bɛkɔ na afei nso ebi mu abante yɛse sɛ Akwaaba ne sɛ Florentino Perez agye tum ti a ɛne ɛnya wɔ sɛ after 2026 World Cup no sɛ Madrid ɛgya Alvaro Arbeloa kwan a ɛyɛ Mauricio Pochettino ɛna mo de adwuma no ɛma no no ɛdi fɔnom ɛba na no pay yɛde ne nyina ɛba mu in the English FA Cup 4-1 game ɛno a match baako ɛtɔ fam ɛma Macclesfield Town wɔn ɛtena fie ɛma Brentford City ɛkɔ bɔ mu ɛka baako a wɔn Macclesfield Town fɔ no wɔn ɛntimi ante ɛno ama sese urama West Ham United team no ɛne Macclesfield Town ɛna ɛkɔ akɔhyia in the 5th round ɛno a wɔn ɛyɛ 5th round draw no ɛno ɛna mpɛnfam yɛate aseɛ sɛ on the 7th and 8th March 2026 ɛna saa matches no ɛbɛkɔ so sei ɛna ɛteɛ Fulham team no wɔn ɛne Southampton ɛna ɛbɔ Leeds United team no ɛnso ɛne Norwich City Mansfield United ɛne Arsenal Newcastle United ɛne Manchester City ɛna Port Vale ɛne Bristol City game a wɔn ɛbɛbɔ no on the 3rd of March no obi a ɔbɛdi nkunim ɛkɔ akɔhyia Sunderland Madikin aka kyerɛ sɛ no qualification a Brentford fo ɛnyae no ampo ama seesei wɔn ɛne West Ham United ɛna ɛkɔ akɔbɔ Wolverhampton Wanderers ɛne Liverpool ɛna West Ham team no wɔn ɛnso ɛne Chelsea ɛna Asia ɛno ɛyɛ English FA Cup 5th round draw ɛno etimi tɔ fam no ɛna ɛde ɛma mu ɛwɔ afidikesie so ɛnkyɛ na akyiriwia anasɛ Ramadan no ɛba bɛ start yɛn nyinaa nim sɛ Premier League no sɛ Ramadan no ɛkɔ so no yɛbɔ Premier League games a edu baabi a wɔsɛ players no edidi a mpanyinfo ɛne referees no ɛmo ɔmo short break ɛmo ɔmo ɛnso ɛbreki wɔn fast no nti mpanyinfo ɛkyɛ sɛ ɛnkyɛ kora bɛsɛn resume to the Premier League ɛna anɔpae yɛde ne nyinaa ɛma mu Chelsea fo akɔnfɛmɛ sɛ mmeranteɛ mmiɛnsa bi wɔ hɔnom a this season ɛkɔ awie ɔmo dwa ɔmo kwan deɛ mete ɛne sɛ Toussaint Adarbayo ɛna first no Bernard Badrashel ɛne aberante fene Trevor Chalobah ɛyɛ 3 defenders a Chelsea fo no ɛde side sɛ at the end of the season no wɔn ɛdwa ɔmo kwan yɛka no ne yɛde ma mu sɛ ɛnua Pedro Neto ɛkɔdi nkɔmɔ ɔse Lionel Messi is the greatest athlete in the history followed by Michael Jordan nti ɔse wiase wuka games bi mu te sɛ Amerikatuo afei nso no wode boxing ɛbɛka ho anaasɛ ebia wode kyɛ sɛ basketball ɛne kyɛ sɛ athletics ne nyinaa wode ba mu na de football ɛpii so a the greatest athlete ɛwɔ asase so no ɛyɛ aberante fo Lionel Messi ɛnsɛ Michael Jordan aba ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm a Pedro Neto Chelsea boy no fi Portugal no wɔno ɛnso ɛde ɛto dwa yɛsɛ Arsenal team no show strong interest in Nico Williams ɔno yɛ adwuma ɛma Athletic Club Bilbao deɛ mete ɛne sɛ Bilbao fo ne sɛ wɔn nte so wɔn mfa bi nka ho 100 million euros club wɔbɛtumi atwa saa sika no this summer onse bɛtumi aka boy no Morgan Gibson White ɛnso ɛyɛ player ɔyɛ adwuma ɛma Nottingham Forest Boboko no na Gibbs White a yɛka no asɛm no yɛse Man City Boboko no consider sɛ in this summer wɔn ɛbɛ sign point yɛse Nottingham Forest Boboko no value aberante no 60 to 70 million pounds nti akɔsoro paa ɛyɛ 70 million pounds ɛna aba from pounds no ɛyɛ 60 million pounds nti in between no who can win some ya on sebetimi aka Morgan Gibbs White wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma ɛma Nottingham Forest Boboko no na Alexander Zinchenko ɛna nura aba bɛtɔ dwa sɛ akoda no ɛwɔ Ajax Amsterdam aso ɛ no akakɔ piki injury for the rest of the season ɛnya deɛ sɛ aberante no bɛtumi ɛsi akan ne new club ɛna ɔjoin wɔn this winter wɔkɔ yɛ 2 minutes pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛna aberante no akakɔ piki sɛ injury na wɔn nso ɛtena fie for the rest of the season wɔntumi ɛnsia kan ɛma wɔn ayas bobo kununtina kyɛ sɛ wɔn afa boy ne abaka uko Asian Champions League Elite West one ma ɛnoa games ɛkɔ so ɛma Al Hilal bobo kono and we need 2-1 etia Al Wada na ɛnom ɛna aba beto mu sɛ ɛnoa ɛmrɛnto mu hyɛ goals ɛma these two clubs no Darwin Nunes for Al Hilal bobo kono wɔn ɛna bɔ saa 2 goals no wɔbɔ first goal on the 19th minute ɛma Brahima Diarra ɛbɛte kan ɛma Al Wada team no ɛna on the 77th minute Darwin Nunes ɛsan ɛbɔ the second goal the winning goal ɛma Al Hilal bobo kono wei ɛma sɛsɛ abrant no wura mu ɛwɔ kyɛsɛm Saudi Arabia Al Hilal club na this season we about 24 matches 24 matches no was 8 goals and provided 8 assists. Ruben Neves a player womo and one also a assist Emma Brandt Darwin Nunes especially our the first goal on also this season 28 matches for Al Hilal no when you night go 7 assists then one couldn't dia Al Hilal for Eddie Asian Champions League Elite West one the NSA wamo and a LED after 8 matches some more 22 points plus 11 goals and Al Ali etosum yenua wamunso ewa 17 points plus 12 na so far the NSA Simeone Inzaghi ono air manager and so Emma Al Hilal bobo kono wakwa no enema ekoye urama mamfantu atiefo nim se we top ewa Saudi Pro League num and the NSA wasnya qualify for the Kings Cup semi-finals and wasan qualify to the round 16 stage of the Asian Champions League and I know yɛdini nyina ɛma mo yɛka Asian Champions League asɛm no wokɔ UEFA Champions League no ma playoff ɛno ɛnso ɛyɛ round 32 playoff no ɛnɛ ɛna ɛstarte 5:45 Galatasaray bobo kono wɔn ɛtena fie Rams Park na afei wɔn ɛne Juventus for Akwaaba na deɛ meti ɛne sɛ ɛnɛ wura mu Rams Park wɔdom a nsuo ɛnso ɛbɛtɔ paa wotumi sa no ɛbɛdi nye pa na mmom saa game no ɛnya deɛ sɛ the Canadian striker Jonathan David ɛbɛtumi kan yɛsɛ abrant no ɛnya growing injury ɛna ɛwɔ Germany so no Signal Iduna Park so no deɛ ɛba ɛne sɛ ɛnɛm wura mu ɛwɔ hɔ no ma nsuo ɛtɔ na mmom bobo kɛfɛ no Borussia Dortmund wɔn mu ɛne Atalanta ɛna ɛbɔ ma menka yɛtiefoɔ sɛ Dortmund team no this season ɛwɔ Signal Iduna Park no wɔn mu ɛnlusu game te ɛnɛ woyɛ adwuma ne wahu hawa wobɛsi afa so ayɛ no ɛde afa na wɔn mu Dortmund fɔ no wɔn abrant fini Julian Ryerson ɛyɛ player ne mmɔde mu ɛsɔ ani wɔyɛ player bi a this season wɔnyɛ 13 assists in 29 matches kobi yɛse Dortmund team no ɛpɛ sɛ ɔmoma bɔn ne contract extension but Barcafoɔ ɛne abrant no ɛdi nkɔmɔ wɔn ne the entourage anaasɛ representatives ɛkasa according to report efi Manchester kɔmu ɛba ɛne sɛ Manchester United team no ɛnso ɛkyɛ sɛ wɔn ɛnya Ryerson a wɔn ɛpɛntu wɔn nso ahyɛ aseɛ planning in this summer Monaco team no ɛtena Star Louis II no wɔn ɛne Paris Saint-Germain 8 p.m. wɔn Akwaaba ɛnɛ deɛ hɔ ɛnya deɛ sɛ nsuo ɛnso ɛbɛtumi ato Jesus Gilman Zanu ɛna ɛkɔ gyina mfimfini na afei wɔn do game ne asɛnta referee na wɔyɛ PSG ɛne Monaco wɔn last 3 matches a PSG awini 2 and Monaco and so awini 1 na the attention say in that last 3 games no PSG anya 5 goals and Monaco so no womu anya 2 goals on 5th January 2025 PSG etna fie in the French Super Cup eshe Monaco 4-1 this season 7 February PSG eshe Monaco 4-1 in the League 1 and at the ate anase no no urama and nacha say afinie nemum on the 29th of November 2025 no Monaco enso ehye PSG 1-0 ewo League 1 ma utimu said the last game PSG and Monaco ebo no Monaco edim kunim ewo mvenu na the meeting creponi say the last 6 games PSG and Monaco abo ewo Star Louis II no PSG awene just 1 and utimu say Monaco for ebo e de tie PSG ewo mhoma enkudimdie no anase draw no wo ensa etimi eka na enei the meeting and say Osman Dembele and wa training no utimu se na branch no e feel some discomfort the mate and say and wa kwapo training ye e Star Louis II area no no ni PSG medical team no e din koma yes Luis Enrique e person risky a branch ne dia we be usually name so am person be risky ne dia and your obema boy na atena bench dia eba and say 1000 PSG fans and Euramu e wo venue honum ene emu 300 ultras PSG supporters na we mu ani eden no emu 300 and air conference no wɔn akwakoe game ni bi na match obi a ready mu no Benfica wɔn ɛne Real Madrid bobo kun 8 p.m. ɛwɔ Estadio da Luz Lisbon abɔnten so François Letizia French referee wɔkɔ handle sa game no na ɛno ɛwɔ Estadio da Luz no Kofi yɛnkɔnkɔ tama na Alvaro Arbeloa ɛne ni players no ɛnso group ɛwɔ center circle a no wɔn ɛbɔ nkɔmɔ ɛne hawa no wɔn ɛnso ɛbɛtumi afa so approach game no because the last time wɔn kɔ ɔnom no wɔn ɛdi nkuko 4-3 ɛma abrante ɛfɛ no Trubin ɛna ɛtumi ɛbɔ ɔkyɛ the winning goal ɛma bobo kɛfɛ Benfica ɛno ɛna Mourinho ɛdi nkɔmɔ no ɛna wɔde ɛto dwa sɛ na ni bɛgye pass wɔ bɛboa ɛma Benfica team no ɛyi Real Madrid ɛfiri mu nemum wɔpɛ sɛ Real Madrid ɛgye La Liga no wɔpɛ sɛ Alvaro Arbeloa stay Madrid as their coach for many years because we are so talented coach obetimi abo ama Madrid team no enso aye successful nemum ene de we ade muso obedi nkunim na afi wato aso akwa yi po boka fa ne Madrid for afiri mu nemum wo yi o ma afiri mu no no obo mpa ye sa other competitions bi mu ete se La Liga no wo ebetimi agi esi wo bena so ene be the phase there Alvaro Arbeloa ebo Champions League knockout stage game as a Real Madrid coach nti ono nso no ekodi nkomo our pre-match conference ase and was say Benfica a very good team nti I was say ene no ni players no be ready no matter player papa ne ti any Mourinho edi omo ebebo no wo bia a good wo incredible players wo mu leader a coach no nti ene eniema mu ebe de nanso wo gidie say 90 minutes emra na wi no no omo Real Madrid bobo kono wo mu adi nkunim o see even crap no say Benfica edi youth team players eba and na Madrid players ne enfan show mu team say game no ebe difficult because Mourinho there we coach bi a we respect no obetimi aye bibia anu ayensem a Alvaro Arbeloa wodi etodwa wo mu bisa ne Kylian Mbappe ebe start ya na so one start because ne mad squad no na boy ne account and was yan twen enne so mudu park no so na brant ne ebo afan so ati bench no so a 9 year na chese medical condition and am ne ati bench no so but yan ne ntia say Kylian Mbappe ebe start game no who goal post of Real Madrid as usual wo number 1 goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois Alvaro Carreras esi akan Dean Howson ejinamu Antonio Rudiger Trent Alexander-Arnold, Abronten D. and Federico Valverde, Olaran Chomini, Eduardo Camavinga, Ada Gule, Samson Kylian Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. Na Kofi Eduardo Camavinga akwa kodin komo na wodin komo no eno mu ebisa ne say ni favorite position pa position ben because amanfo eka so mo born out of position eno wo say ono no number 6 ena ye ni favorite position but coach ni ba bi odi ni betu bia no we ready so obeboa ama club no nso no edim kunim ewo sa particular game no the mate any say Jude Bellingham injury no I am more complicated than initially na say na enim no ye nyina nim say be confirm na no say boy no ebetena enchen 4 weeks I want me ensia kan but the mate any say abrant no 6 to 8 weeks enya de say we betimi abobi say Madrid for no Antonio Rudiger we be kwa na so betena according to Fabrizio Romano no was say Madrid for end decide there the same thing and was say uramu ewo honoma the mate and say abranta de any Daniel Cavahan so no enya de so ma decide on the future so betena na so be call na Vinicius Junior enso akwa kodi nkoma so ono no wonam fofo awo Real Madrid bobo kunum nemum aside Madrid nso no wo players wo mu aye ne nam fofo outside Real Madrid no mbisa ne say players bi mu te say hwan mo and wo say Dominic Szoboszlai wo mu aye nkoda no wo mu hia enti abrant won ne kasa a lot and was Lucas Paqueta enso any best friend abrant bi say Rafinha Savio no Rafinha eri abrant de any Reina and nam fofo outside Real Madrid no wo mu enso enunu edi enkomo Kofi yenjina so na no pai amana ne nsama ye boabo no yemfansi na fe eni abeduafo mfa de aka entoa so
yo yera se eno ayebona na otene kasa amana ne nsam wode esi ameno kasi Hussein etena se na yetimi akono na de aka no otimi ede amaye na ose
yeah Kofi ohu Brian odasi
na say ya na quick set up no be ko
Kofi tago Kofi your friend Dixon na wo yellow to adwuma e wo Brekum magazine titimu say ska gun ho pa nti ene Dixon techi ne birthday yɛmfa Akwaaba fi the case we so Enriche Dixon happy birthday wo fi the legendary town abisase nti nyankopɔn nkoso nya ne kɛse na afei wo ma na koma so ade bi ohwe bia no emra mu ema no.
Yo, enti bona na otene kasa me na ni nsem we de si ye kwa husi atenase ye de nkyeremu ne eba ye wie nkyeremu ne wie pe wo wie a o hye eba after o hye no na ye de afisem no ato so channel so live on Facebook no Akwaaba FM on Facebook no Akwaaba FM and on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook and on Facebook TikTok no Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM and on Facebook YouTube no Akwaaba 98.1 YouTube Akwaaba 98.1 na honyina akoye live for ho entiko Facebook no Akwaaba FM on Facebook Akwaaba FM and on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook ho sisi no so live for ho ba kwanya show ni bi na wahwe na fe TikTok no so Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM and on Facebook YouTube no so Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 ano YouTube anso ko a ye live for ho ba kwanya show ni bi na wahwe na komo bi akechire bia no na ye ne wetimi edi we saying good morning na bibia boko there.
Good morning Kofi Tago Kofi bibia boko
ye de nyame asise bibia boko no me hu se omopon ma kire no wa twira to Barcelona video no eludi nti manfo ntwen sa
Edi
sekutu je so benya cha je se bia
enye easy
je se ono ko boni wi asefo foro dia
na hapa de
onya
onya etri ni nyante
iyo
etri ni nyante
akoi wa he
Odo ha Kofi waka no very good news because today live
yes
Facebook Akwaaba FM
yes
ntu de o search Akwaaba FM abeko no na dem na fe me so ma share e ato me Facebook ti ba bia anopai obe enjoy sports no ama na kikiu
mate
okay
yankwa mu da
be si samre nyina me decide you na me reach modi nko sabi wanyanya sase mi anga nchire me Barcelona game na yencheche mana ze yenye Champions League no
se brene due no nti ye hwede ya obeta che
okay
eno ne se obeche mu ana se bia wode ni nyina ba ye no
nti ni nyina na zo amu ame
ba okay wode fa 5 minutes na ya Barcelona
fa nwo ho no nga
fa 5 minutes na wo Barcelona dia
okay Max Kutago enra unze Real Madrid for ne de Portugal enti omo prepare for the Champions League. Me sure say eno good news back home say Barcelona lusu the Catalan derby omo ni Girona a boy no na in fact Barca lost by 2-1 and in a way me can say me wan na me boa because I probably catch you say these two teams we shouldn't forget say even though Girona the 15 but a local rivalry what I say a Catalan derby and when it comes to games like that regardless of opponent in the form no so who say it will be intense again a Barca Montilivi Girona fee so the fans the atmosphere ni bibia no will be behind them to win this local game against Barcelona on top of that me catch you say the omen does not favor Barcelona because born na Kofi
on board Monday
no 3 times and no dey na beka hon 4 say Barcelona na Girona ebo Monday Barca win bi da and the game no chance in fact despite the way a game ni ko nyina no the element of hard luck utimu sampa
okay
na e quote Barcelona because me reservations among for Casa in recent time Lamine Yamal the ball penalties but me time who Lamine Yamal e be Rafinha gina mu tie ball penalties and when Rafinha picked the ball Lamine e ko je ya na say odane de ma Lamine Yamal no me man tiasia kopim so be penalty honestly na minim so obehye but when omode La Liga starts ne by me who so obo the penalties ni nyina fa keeper on the right side no na me who say I hear obese no because so bofa sa angle wa uye goalkeeper no wa hwe Lamine Yamal penalty bia because you dey more before the game no nim say ho no bofa obeche no 2 so ye na adwe so obesa direction so who so bibo penalty the fafa kwa da obeswitch bi say and the Lamine Yamal so ya switch from the normal place no bofa or for the opposite side and the ball go post ne pie before that no when ya clear cut scoring opportunity am call for a chipping Paulo Gazzaniga yibo no and Lamine himself, regardless of the former when for Barcelona in recent games this season now and Yoma fly the man had a very difficult and challenging night. Now enya no kwa Rafinha nya chance ebo woodwork in fact Barcelona close moments ni nyina no antimi anye de hwe despite the only goal mo share ya team and the Girona ebetete ye. You see Girona played well. We shouldn't discredit that. I've heard a lot of people that are analyzing from the fact say referee Cesar Soto Grado on pe Barcelona sem na ebi kwa kofa just videos be bredi aba in recent games Real Madrid ne Barcelona born a try line no na Soto Grado na ginam a center ref was an try line, but that decision was not taken by Soto Grado. Soto Grado was the center. La Liga for no money goal line technology into Barca lines you man airlines man and when we grow in the game you understand, but for the issue of Barca lose and their fans are complaining and you understand say Kofi ometimi aka bibia me ref you know no 100% I will say no, because for instance the second goal no Girona share no I felt a very ball na say a foul,
okay,
and a foul and can lead to the second goal, but regardless obi o game ni bibia no enim say Barcelona didn't play any good and any better again. It wasn't a game and Barca bet me against Girona. In the first half it was clear say game way Barca and Timmy win. In the second half nothing changed for Barcelona. And yes, in as much as you might want to shift the argument because right now Barcelona are trailing the league table, and it's something that felt like Omaji League in a way almost celebrating here. But PN is a Real Madrid are having a very difficult and a challenging season. So Barcelona does not believe say team no so nye. That is the reason why Kofi and then Real Madrid has about problem, because in Madrid's difficult season our most supporters all constantly Euro players. If they are now leading the table again by 2 points, it means that Barcelona and so and they are not that good. Hey, I'll repeat this until I best taken to Nkrofo Adwin. Makacha must say this Hansi Flick Barcelona team is the most easiest to score against. Na yemede say make kwabe 1 year ni and Hansi Flick has the same thing. Or see the team nation for papa. And you see, sometimes when I say certain uncomfortable truth, people think say, but human I hear you. Means what man say? And Hansi Flick accepted that they are the most easiest team in the whole of Europe to score against. So would you go to a mountain? Or even if Omobe in a crash, so we show for papa. And within the space of 4 days, now let's come Madrid 4-0. And the same defensive mistakes, problems, encounter. 2 times that led to the 2 goals. So subsequently, that is where I've always spoken about this Barcelona setup. Say it is their defense that will fail them in big moments, and that is why I think says both teams about to manage Champions League. Teams in this season, over to me, I count on them so much. Men for Barcelona and count. Because I made mention of the backline. In fact, Enra, it was the same. Sir Alex Bade called and Juice Kunde call money more. Omuko creative, omuko add up. But defensively, no more a problem. Without the ball, Messi Juice Kunde come twice. Or Yusu Makroka. There was one other player. I think there was one other Venat so or also Damakroka him. And boss Victor Dabi before say very rebel. And boss making sure say all the time just couldn't come number one sinechi. All the time will come number one sinechi. And you see, Makacho said the typical Barcelona team and come tackle ball defensively, no more defending. And I mean, who's how?
Yes,
they are just there. The only defensive mechanism on the protector or backline or highline offside. And it's Uja finding a way to breach the offside. Now stay onside that. I'm on tackling. And you sorry a second go now, baby across the hole. Into a monster offside name BTwa. Una Musa Anwa Koshe. And I was like, Kubasino. Tamami Huno. or any tackles against Osimhen or wrestle woman who yi ball. Mbappe no clear. Some a typical defender from right fullback, left fullback near there. You expect it, but Nadia, say and that is one of the main problems of Barcelona. So they should address that again. The midfield, it looks as if it's a pedri free honor. Frankie De Jong and Kwamwa in the Atletico Madrid game, the same thing. And we single pivot approach, all the time. I'm about to finish so assign yemre.
Okay.
The entire message yembo Gio na basu in a way no. And now we are Man City in Crano, Victor Ruiz, Echeverri no. Omukutabo no. You can understand that technically they are brilliant. And yes, in as much as one of our frustrations with referee, it wasn't a game that even referee and then they crack a bass a bit marine. No multi-marine that. Let's be very honest and frank. Means what I say. And please, a lot of problems with this Barcelona team. And no can see here, they feel uncomfortable. Some people may come at you, but this is our job.
Yeah.
But let's be very honest. If you don't see cracks in this Barcelona team, and you hear ball and check, and the a bit expose only the entire in a way decided somebody you should just kunde more. I know you skunda bear threat. Yes, I was too much you. Let me manage. Let me no manage you.
Yeah.
And today be holding the laptop. And it's all you just say, Ober target just kunde and you're non isolated. On say Alan Bade on first they do baby a Rafinha create him back cover. But just kunde one day Lamino manage you. They be original no wide. We be mu wide or jibo no be how. But without the ball, we isolate just kunde. Football so there, yeah, ball high kura. So ball number 7. Now ko anim na 2 net tia bet tia zebra we chi. Kunde bet met tia Lamine Yamal so manage. Inti there are a lot of cracks and problems within the Barcelona team that Andrew said yes, team and some of the realities. Go and watch the Sociedad game. Fa compare. Just say part necessary. It is about who coach now be how prepared are we? And they are trailing by 2 points. And it looks as if Abelo was so bad in the league, 5 games, 5 wins. Real Madrid so up a good form. Yes. Last 8 La Liga games, 8 solid wins. So if the La Liga is going to go like that, then it's going to be an interest. And you decided, oh, now said this season, Madrid league him 7 points. Barcelona be sound I'm so bet you 5 or 7. Now Madrid has service on 2 league they decided. But baby drew near Bobon your man no. And so who will be Kofi Kenata? Yen in temper because time no day. Young champions.
Okay.
Kofi. And then UEFA Champions League playoffs. Real Madrid Benfica, of course, that's the match. And meaning say other games you be him but game and crofo here anymore pa this. Particularly Neoma na course in the first leg. Real Madrid lose by 4 goals to 2 against this Benfica side. Now, Mourinho say on himself Real Madrid giant, they are lions. And oma wundi o me yeka obi wundi wa let's we proud. And on him say so unya wundi a lion e ba as a wounded lion what they are capable of. And now the first game betimi akọ Real Madrid positives because Emma omo underrated Benfica da. 2 every threat Benfica are capable of now Real Madrid are aware. And you don't even need the coach to tell you a lot because who face you and you know what they are capable of. Yes, Mourinho Akasa again in a way Real Madrid are giants. Even though Amuko Lusu 4-2 in this game they look favorite. But I will repeat, I say me am a catcher mo say me can monkai draw ne ba na me kan nti meka but the name sense so me can say me chemo say even though Benfica for no Real Madrid 4-2 and Real Madrid for ambo better than what they did 4-2 no crebe chain because for what I know game way is never going to be different from Barcelona pattern of meetings now Omudi Sheshia Benfica in the previous Champions League why because Benfica for no omo the way they play Mourinho ba na minimum so obese no one cannot and in the league no ye din comment since Mourinho ba we lose 1 game again. The last 5 games, including Madrid victory, nature say, Omar winning 4 of the last 5, and they are unbeaten in those 5. And the Benfica team no eh won homework be here so we ye because someone they will play what they know best. And if Real Madrid does not show different character, different attitude, and a different performance, nothing is going to change. A repeat may happen.
Better than that.
So if Real Madrid needs to win this game, of course, I've seen their training and over the training pictures of Madrid players now, it talks about one intensity. Any BB, of course, the good news is that say Kylian Mbappe so ne ho ato no. Of course, Madrid nim. That is the reason why man and rushing to play him in the Sociedad game. Rested fully. Yes, Gonzalo Garcia Boadjuma, but Hana Drumpenifo Grunti. I think say Mbappe will be the one that will lead the attack in this game. Now, the reason why I'm saying say this team, Kofi Abelo ayade. But Abelo anye ni tipe anymore, you know. In the first game, the Mekansa says a coach in Kwane save you, dear. Abeloa cannot save Real Madrid. And I'm Pamoino Chile say, Ninsamotene. And even though Abeloa yard, I like the approach in the way I born a Madrid born. Because Obia Kase, Abeloa is not complicating. He's keeping things simple. And he wants the players to feel, say, I'm not responsibility in the so. So look at Trent, look at Carreras, look at Vini, Mbappe, need the likes. Obia in a position of it say, yes, coach, and say, but not too much tactics, but the muno plus the opposite team, more of a control. Say the Real Madrid ball, more typical games, you know. And the Abeloa is keeping things simple, and it is helping the team, no, and then the course. Okay. Kofi, having said that, still saying anything anymore, you know. So it is up to the players to also bear the responsibility. Because look, now no game, no. The hero was Abrante and the other Trubin, Ukrainian, no. Now and then Trubin will be imposed. Open goalkeeper Benya motivation pa. It was him. Because the last time on they shared the winning header, goalkeeper no. Emma Morino ne achechebo ni jubilate here because at the moment Onyobia. So memories ni at the other so on the side. Or started in that game. And or started Abrante and the other Samuel Da at the left fullback. Yeah. And or ball Thiago Arahu, Thomas Arahu. And Nicolas Otamendi. Now forget about Otamendi's age in the 39 year, you know. Never performance or done already. In fact, Abrante and the other Leandro Barreiro and other Frederick Osnes, the 30-year-old Sakurama. And Osnes had a very good game. Barreiro, Osnes on the day was superb. In fact, me can wa say me players no nkra na omuni mbo pa no Magnus Akluch or French League 1 ba akoso na ya Andre Shodro. In fact, even though me feeling it that but I've never seen him playing like the Madrid game no shape to or pick na Madrid defense no obi antimi mfa because or targeting Madrid's right side no Fede Valverde had issues in that game particularly defending and again no san cutting for baby at the gula one no abe pie Raul Asensio so Saturday Asensio here or said the red card 2 yellows nti ene crime man automatically out so Andre Shodrop had a very good game on the other side was Abrante and the other Cristiani Vangalis Pavlidis Pavlidis is still scoring in games so the threat and Omono they have their style so it is up to you to prove now I think say Madrid good news ahead of this game no and one positives in here some players available one they say Courtois available right so Courtois will be imposed and the last a lot of say still he couldn't be saved yes Trent says about number 2 and on top of nano game me sure say all the confidence and everything and in an open game like this because when we be in the long balls and then the crosses no will be very important particularly for the attackers so Trent and if he's or a very good game and they up with a man of the match and Abibisa okay now Alvaro Carreras on the left he's facing his former side no and Koye now this time round the same venue or a second chance and say no more attacking baby no so a free no because that's why you're attacking fullback okay now Rudiger comes in which is very positive about 60 minutes against Sociedad Rudiger be ball ahead of Raul Asensio into one I am we the Hoisin ebe Hoisin so that game on the cost penalty and aside the penalty the confidence level in the performance now drop it. But having Rudiger just say at least they will have somebody I will bet me a wrestle with Pavlidis because we Raul sense me catch Rodino Raul sense you know way Hoisin Pavlidis be from Pavlidis was a striker.
Yes.
Or connected wingers in se bo na ba and again midfield no ebeye Fedi Babadi say wabana new which is positive Ada Gula Kamavinga Chouameni and now Vinicius Kylian Mbappe. So you look at this set and you see Sampa we no Gideon in and I don't think say Real Madrid a repeat will happen. So it's a game that I think Real Madrid will win. Okay. I don't think a repeat will happen. Now Dortmund boy Atalanta Bergamasca. Now it is because Dortmund finishes 17th. Now Atalanta finishes 15th. Now you see, baby, I drew in this stage of the Champions League, you know. If free hair the character, now comparing character, Kofi, you can see that Dortmund proves so more slow at the same Atalanta. Now may I respect Dortmund when it comes to Champions League, particularly because of their home venue. And there be a more natural bias here, one knockout games. Not Dortmund both here because before so bit to Tomako drew. Westfalen Stadium, the signal Iduna, I face the yellow wall, the intense atmosphere and pressure. Now, this Dortmund team, I don't know my last 3 games ever, and now say in the league, almost 4 minutes bad. Now, Omodeba champions, in fact, say Grassi is scoring like that. Julian Brandt, I Kaima de me, they say Obo Frederick Nimcha so hard, oh, I'm finished for them. So, in as much say yes. Obeka said Dortmund funny on and off, no. You look at Van der Ben Anton, you look at Schlotterbeck, Munina at the defensive line, and then goalkeeper Klobe. So Atalanta, yes, Raffaele Palladino team, no, and Cesar from the previous Atalanta. So they're a team of goals. And the game when I think a 2-1, 3-1 win for Dortmund might be. Okay. Now, PSG, Kofi, Amoni Monaco start with the Monaco fee. Now, they are the reason why in TNA you can never disrespect the playoffs. Because last season was the first time I introduced you this format. PSG came through the playoffs on the G League or Champions League, no. And those who are playing the playoffs, no, in a way, my same way, but I think that so much to people who agree. It offers them another pleasure. One a bit more play Aji Gokin, but scoring more goals. Because you're subtracting free. 2, some warm teams, you know, and more prepare year, not Champions League spirit enough form because you play 2 more games. Kofi any disadvantage advantage because I'm already rectify with Champions League mistakes, you know. And PSG Cronano last season it was against Stade Brestois, French opponent, or home and away 10. This season it is against Monaco. Okay. PSG for the team I think Yeji Omudi will be BM because of Subambi or Master Danedi. But when you look at this PSG team, it was the same in last year's Champions League. No, you trust you before Brestois game, no. But they changed everything without 2 playoffs, no. And now I've watched Monaco, and since I Sally Supra here, I'm a captain here, guy into Denis Zakaria or Sebi. Now Theo Karamon the Wetchery, and this season Monaco conceded goals. So in as much as PSG for disappointed, in the Champions League, I think we will see the best. From Vitinha, Joao Neves, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Duenom. So with that, I'm going for PSG to win. Now, the last game, the prediction. Galatasaray, Juventus, Ramspark, Galafie, Gala Atom, Kofi, knockout phase. You may get tricky, but on what about draw? With that, I think I will side with Galatasaray. So maybe I win or draw. Now, Kofi will be a champion. Record Champions League 2 goals. And Yansem Ketwa and Ra Omo ye cash out today diska manfa mafidie so Kofi yenye ne 2 course name. Okay. BW 3D 17 BF 68 Senior BW 3D 17 BF 68 last code BW 3D 17 8D 27 BW 3D 17 8D 27 they say no say am mia us no ti na no the 2 million kura guso na 70 million kusu Saturday there no What I say?
Yes.
And my men for one way, so my mom won't be na yedi and yes, I'm going to be.
You.
Na yeah, because them cophobia was on Chabia.
I will trivia. You, Martin.
Wouldn't that last you weren't Chabi near D.
Yeah, that's say. I know I Hussein Adams and now telling Casaman and his seminar. What did the XC and NOP Ocean Eba na Utimi Adinidia Mai. Shadow so sample. Ayakwaba Radio 98.1 over by Facebook or Justice Phones was some encounter sebra phones no oba obenya papa ne biato Samsung phones no ne techno phones no ye ni sakwanya omadema say yen to be into bomade na bra na be ju de ana afi so was some encounter say no say edan chen phones be at say internet and say itel phones na afi so no ka phones no ne nyina obenya bi ato e de free yakate was easy buy no so egu so I say cause bomade ne do sisi na easy buy no na on sentimi anka bi e wo we de ne so ba okra Ghana card na yebeji na documents dey timi afa ye wia ye the Ghana card na show zaburo mu awe shop na wonso ne ma sati makosi kama etimi e dia ma wasere nkan chese shanon so phone wo business asel so dey buy besa repair kama etimi e dia ma pe cha kwase se obehu e obrekum ye ne post office no ne die no hwe brekum do contract akwanso e ya fefre no Africa ne team no 0208220716 ana 0248328350 fra nkoma bia kache bia na ne obetimi e the doctor tache ba center waseme nkan chese se efa ene wo yade de wo san ho a wanhwe na wonne ntime nkohu ade bi say etabi na si wani so bomode na bra ebe ma odro na ntime firi so wo sa ade ben hu ni ewoti so hu ni hu ade fusha otebra ebe tima ma odro na ntime to ase kama etim da ma say glo command bi na wo ni so a ne nyina na oba drone ye de ma wadi ama na koni pedue no mu e ba sana nya de si wo yade na ezaba biem wo se men kan chese Monday to Friday ene ye adwuma obe hu ye obrekum jamdede Liberty Junction ye ne Roman Catholic aso na si edi en mehwe wo se men kan chese e ya frefre no afrem 0539268630 0539268630 wase Dr. Tachi wase obama wani mani freni ahunade na wato ayeyinyum ze hallelujah nti bomada shano so sample siana munyina no obetimi ato na nyina bize woni ahunade nti atwere mawa obehuni na etimi akoso kama na yawe Facebook no channel so sample obeko e Facebook ko Akwaaba FM on Facebook no Akwaaba FM on Facebook no Akwaaba FM saso na Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook na TikTok no so Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM ana face YouTube no so Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 ahonyina ko show no e live obetu akonye bi na wahwe once again Facebook no Akwaaba FM on Facebook no Akwaaba FM ana afi so Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook and on Facebook TikTok no so Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM and on Facebook YouTube no so Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 na wanyina akwaye live for ho oba kwanya show ni bi na wahwe na komo bi akete bia no na ye no wetimi edi the tactical man Ocean Atenase Ocean good morning.
Good morning, Tago. Bibia boko fino ala fini
until the end.
Until the end. Say bibia dem. May ni clear camera ho. Bibia de na ko ni ya na. Nkrofo ye complain sa say ya na kasa no from. Say de muye.
Say oba Rachel de kasa.
Yes, wa signal me.
Ene kwan so za gaton confirm company. Nti eno ne offer ya sama yesen ka catch.
Yo ya ti.
Nti ye nti wa me da.
Enu no so ye ni omo na yi.
Nti so ma catch nti oba no catch offer ne ya.
Yo.
Nti ma ye ti mo.
All right, Kofi. Yan chie tiefo enana pay. Ene 4 games and a top firm in the UEFA Champions League. Na Bako ebedi can happen early kickoff.
Yes.
And the rest na eba simultaneously.
5:45.
Yes. Now before say maybe the Champions League games, I want to touch on Enra Barcelona defeat against Girona. Now Kofi, it was a derby game. Because two teams in a base out the city of Catalonia. So what does mean here say in terms of distance crampono, I between 53 to 62 kilometers apart. Baby a Girona base and a baby a Barcelona base. Now, obi what tie me ye wo fie bia no be to say Kofi in rivalry and derby games. The motivation is different regardless of the form of the teams. Mubabeshia. Inti ampa before this game, now we modern Barcelona about untim for Girona modern meto omo. But the truth is that it is a derby game. And to hear the bragging right is at stake. And no more derby games are special. And a lot of happenings. A game full of dramatic movement. And I witness you know. Now Kofi. I had the second Barcelona defeat since October last year 2025. Now say Barcelona acco 2 straight defeats against Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey. 4-0, that is a humiliating scoreline. Again, almost subsequent game in the Spanish La Liga, almost lose to Girona as a result to Barcelona losing their first spot on the La Liga table. And the last time Barcelona echoed 2 straight games and Mulusu headed back to October. Sevilla Esheno. October 2025, Sevilla Esheno. And PSG Ebesheno the home 2-1. Now Kofi Obi awawe Barcelona team this season I monitor mu closely biano. DSC and ran enshira nya ne wasa. If he said the defeat was forthcoming. What say Barcelona team no? Na omunkugo no and nkwanso aneba. But you can't tell them the actual game Barcelona belusu. Because Barcelona team now. What the omomodmo compare last season na? Huge difference this season they are not playing well. The only difference is that more individual quality be again some will culture very good out to be masterminding the way any tactics. And it's when you're very careful results now Barcelona Enyan about that now but analyzing team based on team performance you can clearly see that Barcelona they are not doing so well this season. Now me ba be chire nsem bi mu amamati ase. Now see football there at say abrabo there would be teams bia no saa na de be yaw. Intendo Barca for they were being forced to swallow their own pill. This is say about betra be ball man so in terms of canvas the ade. Canvas do do man I think be 8-9 canvas. O show man no ma bet ni ade enra ye de bi yomo. The omo de teams no enra Girona de bi yomo. After Paul Kubasi e put omo in front no. Abrante FM Thomas Leman be take na fe Bertrand e be share that crucial ana hammer blow go to make sure say Girona for no ebe winning game no. Now me a lot of observations e we no game ni mu. Na enema enai ena me pese me dey analyze game ni based on observations me e nra after say game no e koso. Enra Kofi clearly what was Barcelona for they played with fear. Yes, pressure was so because of what happened on the La Liga table. No medium command me catch or say we na Real Madrid di nya ye nei. Real Madrid for enjoy top spot on the La Liga table. Umpo and the pressure be Barcelona for no so because before the game now 1 point na separated the two teams. And umpo next game I will be just to make sure so okay but in there restore 1 point lead you know pressure be also because Real Madrid 8 so regardless of the first say be omuti no answer too strong no you know say Juma can say that also you get a point. And I saw Barcelona side that they played with a lot of fear and no confidence level now of him and they said no where the statistics showed everything clear. So that's a phone running name and quay. Now, only say no Barcelona for me say 3 big chances. 3 big chances and no more say. I mean Lamine Yamal and me see 2 big chances. Aside that or some me see penalty. Until a chance and name and quay. Lamine Yamal alone he lost 24 balls. Saudi boy my Yamal all making attempts if you be taking play on and obey dribble no. Na Yamal elusu ball no. And no about 7 shots back up on target. He attempted 7 dribbles, only 2 na successful. You got a point. This is the player from last season. EDBC player behind the whole train as in Europe. in terms of dribbles completed, successful dribbles, Yamana ne the also. In general, for some attempted dribbler, na ebu akam na chese na niama enkoyie for Barcelona. Again, they were not clinical enough. Starting Ferran Torres, Yama and Abrante and Rafinha. But no munya clinical. Omunya 27 shot. Now 27 shot na Barcelona able and only 4 penalty on target. It doesn't make sporting sense on the field of play. So about 27 shot, not 4 penalty on target. Etima Rafinha wom. Etima some point Lewandowski ni baba be bobi ni ade. Yama mujinam no about 27 shot, only 4 penalty on target. That just say not in the final third. Barcelona for any potent. No more like that clinical finishing ability up front. Now, you see, consistency is very important in football. Now, my catcher of here said, so football, muna udi football on comma. You have 2 types of consistency. Your consistency in performance and your consistency in selection. Sure, what are Barcelona tini this season? Adia Beko more prior consistency in their tactical setup. It seems that Hansi Flick is experimenting too much. Experimentations in the doors on the door. And to be sure, Adia Beche, Gerard Martin airball central defense. Yaberani Edneball left back. Adia Beche Paul Kubasi airball left sided center back. Adia Beche Edna to right side. Adia che the Jews kunda bejina ha. Adia che the Erigan say bosses. Adia che Erigan say boss central defense. SSA kwe deni Omo ebo among the double pivot. Because of the absence of Pedri. Edu Babi and Rafinha ebebo in central channels, central row behind the striker. Edu Babi and Edu Rafinha kwa to wins. Enti emma that tactical dynamism, that understanding within the Barcelona setup, what is a matter of huge concern. But don't even blame coach because team nisi team top player. Engine kakran kakran no mo hona na eja ono so mia ho kakran squeeze juice no from the fruit. Kakran kakran no squeeze juice no from the fruit. You get the point? And clearly, won't me say them blame me, my bebre. But idea about acquire more problem, pie consistency in the tactical setup. A more experimenting baby dodo. Now, you see, Hansi Flick a coach back my bona basso power of fear. But one thing on wrong, a tactical feasibility approach of firm. You see, in football, your types of coaches baby, your pragmatic coach or your idealistic coach or any idea. And to be one the style of play, the principle of play, the methodology OGD in terms of an approach in games. And this why we Hansi Flick about Barcelona no idea about kwado do na the kind of last season or the year successful and highline. Now this particular season, the highline also the edina highline no the edina highline man is successful no. This season highline edina because highline no onya the right materials and for more because last season the best center back in the Spanish La Liga in the shape of Inigo Martinez he has left. Okwana sa enti ekire hono Barcelona lack leadership and obian is a Barcelona highline no they are not a commander they are not the main man e ekire na Inigo Martinez and oni obiem enti you as a coach no what you have to do is you need to adjust your defensive setup. You need to adjust your defensive strategy because players na dey on be highline no obi afiri nko enti want to me more highline no and you're successful. And TNS Washa, Barcelona for they are very easy to concede goals. Senyor mu goalkeeper I find one guy saying can no komulu so no more than that 2-1 margin no. At some point, the goalkeeper made 7 crucial saves. In a game and keeper making 7 saves there. Can I now say your team was under serious pressure? You get a point. Now, our defensive problems, you know, starting from our poor press. Any their low intensity. because what your Barcelona team last season and they back when they go omo intensity and omo high press gidi no omo ba Rafinha Dimirika ba yama ba Asombe Lewandowski kura na mfie ni na fa no press off the ball utu so de adwuma bi shebo na obonum but at this point Sani amani nyina eno na expose Barcelona for difference no because in terms of personnel me makan time again say Barcelona two center backs no omo center backs no mo ho ni nyina no even Manchester United kura ba kokora start ho Arsenal obi start ho Bayern Munich Barcelona center backs obi start ho. You get the point. A lot of top European Liverpool back and start to ho. Man City just go have video on my go here fater. Barcelona center back back and start to Man City. Inter Milan back and start to ho. You get the point. So I say with the system and the defending. And to their defensive weakness on any idea this season and a tactics na coach in the other armor mono. Now Richmond. Yan kwa tactical board no so na Minfa de bin chira sanketu abimu. How are coaches no? And they among the weakness in Barcelona for high line no. And defensive weakness are they omo they had team no. And it's also Inter Milan from last season Inter Milan exposed you this season in a lot of games PSG Atletico Madrid omo nyina exposed Barcelona Sevilla mo exposed Barcelona high line no. Now the omo ye nie wa utie yin bia no tactical board no so ankomo na meeting no ubenya bia hwe no what ase yi now the teams ni ye nie omo yusu omo full backs na omo wingers no and on omo expose Barcelona high line no and the omo ye no say so omo the ball ko wide area na ball no be di winger and full back na wa then opponent na attackers no and say one of the attackers no they will stay in an offside position omo sheda and it's almost stay offside position Barcelona defensive line no on be you many afro mo so because we no side position to on found now e basa na full mark no we holding up play because ni say yama on me press na papa bia and this full back no holding up play now ma attackers na ami omo runs into omo time omo runs na so one you very careful dey go be imagine so tie you na bi obi nipa no nan bi Nikoto Jokitu bi. So Richmond the next pitch and better so the same approach and the teams that who are Barcelona. And it's so in defensive transitions, we are very exposed. The gap between the last line of defense and the midfield is so too much for any team there to torment them. That is why it is so easy for teams to score against Barcelona than any team. Europe. Particularly big teams, you know. And you go full backs. This is another example. Strike and better could draw side position. Now wing and I had kitabo hold the play. Yeah. And to obey that delay, no strike and also bet time minute runs into a time minute runs. No, maybe a mutia and maybe a nan the coat of baby natural line. So I know to be offside trap now kwaka Eddie Amomo. So these observations are near now coffee after the game. Credit now saying Kayedima Mikel any Girona Yamfa Momo. They deserve to win.
About 50 minutes or 5 minutes.
They deserve to win. But you see, referee controversies and Abe shatter game no because of what happened on the field of play. Even though Barcelona more than yet, but Russia no referee for the season so to grade. Ofi adia oh yeah and I'm going to be a castle where any match near the last minute goal now. Girona for a share, Bertrand share no. Bonne fa. A branch of Credo Echeverry, Otia Kunde 9 so. And Sandy and Miss Barcelona for complaining and you say, and maybe almost a rival Cano. Sa Emma in the build up to the goal, you school the Cotia Bika Krebi, referee the Salas go the same referee. And the other another game, referee Caesar Soto Grado Ababedi. I know so Barcelona first suffer the same thing. But also one gem like Credo Echeverry, Equatia Juice Kunde 9 so. And Bassa for also the statistics have better mountains in the 21st century. So I referee they do a more matches, the worst losing percentage 47%. In fact, The last 15 games I were officiating Barcelona games, Barcelona lose 7. Into almost what Trimpo say as a referee, on top massam or bias, meaning idea fine. But in no, I think that coffee, it is part of football. Any idea, it is normal. Referees they are about to make mistakes near there. But one thing I not a train as one say, va for an friend. Say, Uncle made take a second look at the incident. Maybe an unfound correcting a mistake near there. So kudos to Girona. And no more deserve say or more the winning game no. And the Champions League games, Obi, Mami say from free Rams Park. Galatasaray and Juventus and a bebo. Now ahead of the game, Coach Afan Luciano Spalletti adding some ababe to that. Now Spalletti in some occasion and say he is expecting a reaction from the guys, Juventus players, because of the AC over the weekend. The 3-2 defeat to Inter Milan. Again, baby, on game no. They are not just going there to play against players. No, they are going to play against the 12th man on the field in football. They can say the 12th man on the field. We are talking about supporters. And Kofuko Rams Park is one of the difficult grounds in Europe. Because of the electrifying, the noisy atmosphere. Rams Park, take you go. In Europe, baby, where ball like they all power take it. And there are some point players or more ear problem crumpo. I am not more special attention. And you go for no function of Mutrim say. Some bet me and your baby they are returning to Turena. They need strong mental fortitude. They should approach the game with the right attitude and mentality. Now, coffee game no. And Yama in favor Juventus. Because this is their 7th meeting already. Already can share 6 times. Now they have to have meetings, Acquiring the advantage of Galatasaray. We need 2. I draw 3 and Juventus are winning 1. You get a point? Now, Kofi, the last 3 away games are Juventus and Galatasaray Akwaaba. Juventus young winning match. We lose 2 and I draw 1. And the Juventus and your team one or quarter go Kobotia Galatasaray recently or to me BB Papa Bia. Now, Kofi, Uber form guidance so. Now, in terms of form guide, Galatasaray form no was through Edison Juventus. And also another concern because their last 5 games, Juventus are winning only 1. And we lose 2 draw 2. Galatasaray is on the other side. And also in the last 5 games, we are winning 4 and we lose 1. Watch 12 goals. Juventus, their last 3 matches, Krompo winning match. Until it tells you some form, no crane and yet. Now, in terms of quality, dear Kofi, I can say, sir, a pet. Galatasaray and Juventus and quality a pair. Even Galatasaray for no crown were more experienced players in their setup. Victor Osimhen, Leroy Sani, Ike Gundogan, Lucas Torreira, Amonia there. And it will be a very, very difficult game for Juventus. Make a double chance for Galatasaray. I don't see say Juventus bet me Akwaaba winning. So I'm going to win here. Even Omunya draw crown a Kofi. A bear me one papa. Madrid so ne Benfica. Now Kofi, Obianim de see in the group phase. On record, Madrid nyeti mo team Benfica.
Okay.
Omo team Benfica until so obesha. E dey team back to the 60s. Benfica edge Champions League back to back, or say 2 big Spanish giants.
Okay.
Or say Barcelona the Champions League free in himself. And or say Real Madrid Sanjay Champions League free in himself. Omo beshi fast forward this season in the group phase. Yani the Jose Mourinho how to mastermind the tactics out defeat Abeloa Real Madrid. You get a point. In the end ought to play for Real Madrid for they motivated because Omoba call for revenge. You whereby team Benfica for no and Jose Mourinho they also want to defy all the odds and defeat Real Madrid. Okay. So it's always going to be very difficult. Now in terms of coaching there's no way between Abeloa to Jose and Jose not broken here. He's the man for big occasions. Now Senka Madrid team where Madrid under different coach we are not previous there. I will say easy to make markers or make mark or winning.
Okay.
But under Jose Mourinho, this season league even though Champions League go be na ne man sheda nko yie ne ade afine and then man ye very difficult no but Kofi I think say Kylian Mbappe is back a good news for them and ade ntia betuma boost to more confidence ahead of the game no dey somebody betuma call dey pa antima nti obetwa go for goals
near.
Still, I'm maintaining my stance. Double chance for team my friend Benfica.
Yeah, that's Papa. One is say, Breno Suye. That's
for goals.
Yo, and you know, I had a tactical man, Ocean, and out telling Casamara in some what you see. Yeba, na yet, yes, if you nephew accommodate me at that twasso at the Amaha, Ayakwaba Radio 98.1 channel. So, because Facebook or Ayakwaba FM on Facebook, no Ayakwaba FM. Cause is here when you know, so no a life or obey me and you be ashe. Nan Comobia Ketchibiana, na you know. Me Eddie Shannon so nyuma kwa huropi enene omokrema otenkasa kwediem semno yede eda aseda eko ediama mat 700 capsules e draw ai say timi amba wasem nkanche osem say yawo ana apebi obenye bi ana amfeso moja no so ntimi enya dwumayi awoni pedue no mabomode neko pebi nanu be betimi aboma moja na timi aye dwumayi ba sa wonam ho a wo ye free ana amfeso wasem nkanche say stroke na say hypertension bi ana isi wanya ana afi na ho towa bomode na kopem mat 700 capsules bi no no ma awon de betimi abantam obenye awon na so dwuma na aka no ototimi atwa so wasem nkanche so yenua no mana mobumza na emaye no bomode na kopa bi na nunum bi na abunza abetimi abaye ama wo so wani etimi age ano aye mat 700 capsules no na wasem nkanche so brekum new born chemicals obenye bi ewo hom saso na Clement Haba Center obenye bi odan wani ekopiemu awusunya obenye bi ewo Capeba ano so do am se ekabi aya fefra no afrem 0245 061606 0245061606 Francis CM na edro now sentimi kabina no ana fridge doctor Dontom wasem nkanche session so sample o fridge na se no is obabia no office o brekum alawa janche domakwan so obabia madam Felicia aye no store no uduru a ozabetimi aka no na wache ofeso no abo se de be ya won so fridge no otimi asese ni kama etimi dama obatimi asoa ade aba ana sample wotimi nso ana sa wo fia woda woto nsa frena obeba na fridge no ba be sese ni kama etimi ade ama wasem nkanche se moto no na se moto re ba ebetimi de fufu asiso amoga sere na se besa fele ni kama etimi dama sa o condenser na nya dwuma ye bomada sha no se sample condenser no be hu a ebetimi de fufu asiso deep freezer no na nya dwuma ye wasi coast akese mo kruma aize mo use fridge ni bi no bomada na frena sese na ba be sese ni kama ede freno 0556468154 and 0503603426 frena wabejos na no ana Gosway aluminium sasa na glasswork 7 kanche zebra glasses wo dwuma na ye yensa no nyuma efe no mboso da fam wo 7 kanche se oba dwuma no ibetimi ana kama etimi da bam say sliding windows na pebi setting glass and as hindos awdom say swimdo and as puppet bi ana pebi da kosi wa sori demo a oba ibetimi ana kama etimi da bam wasi pop cement and fiber na yakofa bi da ba na nyina ba to football na de mam Ghana fa na ba bibia wo nioma no nhie bi no ba be jaw free abrahuntu akapre Monday to Saturday na ye adwuma obehu ya obrekum mpatapo kwanso bosio mo pe udon se ekan eya fofre no afre 0543 085487 ana 0205888207 fresh na yenyo so na adwuma pa na nye bi kama emfama na no ana K Lovet Company Limited no ya bia ai se prepaid power no ope bia to a musabeti aka ntempa se network ne jira na so wasebe nkancha so ba wonche partner ko sa Monday to Saturday obehuye obrekum ala wakwanse ne Akwaaba radio ene wadan krom Monday to Saturday na panon so ne ebia nyumre non kron ne yapon Sunday ne after church anu so be jinama non kron ne yapon obedo na authority wo ai so betima jo feso ma power no setima kebi banks akese companies akese mo kroma ai so mo use prepaid meter ne bi no wo de na start say esu a wo de ne so be fa afo no be frey o frey a be bia wo we bia be ba ne power no e ba be to ne bi kama etimi e de amount frey say I was 0557 122158 0557122158 ufreya ye bejo so se be power no wonsetimi akabi na no ana BBD essential oil say timi about seven countries no ye ne mema na sebio mutadua no afom ayekiti obi no o de wonye bi no de fa wase 2 weeks pepepe ebe kakraka ho ndi bebam wankasa wani betimi age ho ano aye BBD essential oil otomo momade na kopa bi na wisu bi na betimi aboam mode bom pam so betimi agina na so ma dofo so timi age otuma ne nyina no betimi abo ana fesu mo amontimi enwone mema no bomade na kopa bi na wisu bi betimi abo ama izo hunsu na honde timi abam ebasa na obewa to bedi ama nsefo no nkomafo no so timi age watum eno aye BBD essential oil otomo nkancha de brekum ni bon chemicals do na nsantimi kabi aya frefra no afrem 0502011421 0502011421 fresisie na yenyo so na also ayaresa no na kwajibi efefro na no na kefo so Akwaaba enterprise me nka nchesebra adanse ne ma papa de se wo sign ho a wan ye ofie na wosini by 1000 years so no ntimi nsi wiye oba ne ma na tufobo ana isi ye de ma sai papa wo se say cement na pe chance de bodan so dadon de bodan so na pe bi ato anase dadon na ma wane bi no obenye bi atom ne ma bi tsa hibalo na person level from guys awura na se baden wa so no obenye bi ato de free aso wo se ne ma bi etisa shabo na pe head pan pickers pa loka ke se ne kuma nyina no obenye bi ato de free aso ka ti wo se nka ncha se oye contractor mason carpenter ni e danse o ne ma e de akwa adwuma de mo bia ahankwa ni so ba papa no nsabetimi akabi obehu ye e obrekum awo alawa kwanse ne Akwaaba radio ene wadan krum e ya frefre no afre 0542 034967 and 0242020208 ufra ya bejo so na dance ne ma papa no na unsatimi akabi na no ana rem smart dental clinic semen kancha sebra wose ho no ba ye be onum say a year consultation of an examination e fast no ibetimi ana kama e de ma wose no ana ese aye kalakalis bi ye momodi a enkrini so na nye white kama enfama o tira ibetimi aye wose men kancha se no say edanchen wose me onum pampan ana ese mframa bi everywhere ba eno ntimi emwa ibetimi amodro na timi efru so wose ne ne ntu ne mfa fufrensi wo ba ibetimi atu na sesini kama etimi da mam so pen tempera na se permanent no oba artificial one bi no ibetimi so natural one no betimi awon tampa wo se no won share no ne nyina no oba ibetimi aye emfa wono color person good na se server no bo mo da sha no sisempo ba bipiem awa yakachim ana afri so se men kacheta wo se ne na ote yaw ana se kaka bia ba wo se mabra ibetimi amoduro na etimi afri so ana afri so wo se ne ntu emfa mfri o ma ibetimi etu abra ise won te yaw bia wo se working hours no Monday to Friday obehu ana afri Saturday and Sunday no eno aye by appointment wo se ne say no watwe ne starting no num ne apom de bia bekum obehu e wo alawa kwanso e Akwaaba lodge junction so pe woni presbyterian do mo office no masino ene di ene mehwem e afrefre no afre sesiem ne ajo fre so I was 0202 200 260 ana 0546747279 fresh sesiem na ye news na ye mo na ni mapa na sentiment ka bi omanyina e kan bi na face nyuma kwa aka ana mo krema otie nkasa kodiem sem no ye de e down ye de fi sem no e to aso na de asa wote no na otimi atipi oboba Facebook kwa sesiem e Akwaaba FM on Facebook no e Akwaaba FM ko sesiem obenya hwe sasa Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 obenya hwe na fe TikTok no so eno so e Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM ana fe so YouTube no so Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 awanyina akwa show no e live for ho obetima akonye bi na wahwe na nkomo bi akeche bia no na ye no atimi edi afọ na ye wie afisem na sane so sabeja fo besin konya na enkyeremu no etimi aba ye wie enkyeremu no wi a wa wotie se bema akonya na oso etimi afre na nkomo ye di ewo fiase no na ye no so etimi atra adwene kama so etimi da fan Facebook no ba kono grofone ka mu bium was it update from Chelsea and Kotoko camp. The best sports show is airborne here loud and clear inside Indianapolis Kumasi Thanos Kesman Junction is the main location from Pedro Medina Cruz Messenger or the Ebae no was it good morning Black Coffee was watching the show live from the Black Babali Saloon so for today Black Coffee was a welcome back okay you yesterday I'm fat you yeah that's pa we the Black Messenger or the Abano P and so etimi e fro etimi edaman yewremu awani sie ne hwesempo ibetimi anye bia na eno so etimi eye fro na yewia na ye de fisem no atwaso na bedwafo abam dendene no enyansam keto kra channel so live Facebook no Akwaaba FM on Facebook no Akwaaba FM and on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 ehon nyina akwa eno so show no betima akonye bi ahwe na onkomo bi akete bi etimi atwaso what's watching you live from Akoko Amo Accra has a folk come to Kumasi and see the saw and the conquered Yanum okay you hi to my wife Debola and I said Dora we from you yeah that's it from ku the message I was buying no what's I'm watching you live from Girona Barcelona was say I was there Girona versus FC Barcelona and I was so happy last night Girona all the way from Ampabe Chreme the message I was buying no was say as for me Barcelona didn't pray work at all yeah that's way ayeko kudoji honestly the message or the abandon na afisa na be start e the free shake topic ono aye GFA senior communication officer manager and as manager one is senior man on now we didn't come on e dey fine has na fe kotoko matches on mobile and afi so time ya dey bog Ghana in league matches no we didn't come out for say bra so sample yes I go back near retenke enuama said be betimi aboa na time ye di ebo ye league matches no nsata betimi abam eba sana oh ase na no Kotoko versus Hearts and yes super class no near koso kama abra is fans no do nye park na mama mum de but o hwe mama buy na eyade is etimi aso nti ko ba say tutu near yi na ye hwese ye time ye di ebo league matches no nsata be betimi abama eyade a won de osusu say ebetimi aboa ama fans no so etimi anya do e di ama ye league matches aye bo sector fake nkoma what the atudwani.
Yesterday was a good day for Ghana football, but obviously it can be better. But it's an assurance of the fact that Ghana football is alive and that any Mabia will get it like said a maybe a tremono about the timing of your matches. No research actually even the almighty English Premier League is your more matches home born and the almighty Spanish La Liga our matches be or just to dodge or swerve some of the fixtures in the English Premier League. Said they meet me and they needed attention. And hard when they say over league be or more time in or more fix your matches no. Now I fix your matches said that any more no Asia said they also being attention and hard when say it is something that is worth considering because yempu a reason grew to a certain level. Na level na we are seeing a it is easier today for young people in Ghana to watch football abroad than watching football at home. It is easier today. Me phone here kurami. Me wa app so every league in the world I can watch it on the phone. But you can't say same about our local football. For example, say ohe economy na ye wom na any the average people that are found in this particular economy. Any baby boy matches na. So we mathematics na. Likely says so obi a free. Oko Kumasi ayo bronubu efra Swami. Swami is the central part of Kumasi. Now ofri Swami eba stadium abehe matcha. You need direct trotro. And you just offer trotro from Swami. Ekusi Munaga Junction. Now offer Munaga Junction. Akusi Amakum traffic light. No one Antiako stadium. Averagely, ube here be 50 cedis for trotro. Asana ko tuya gate fees. Ako he match no. But then the same person may not pay the same amount to watch Chelsea versus Arsenal online. Until it is becoming easier and cheaper watching football online than going to the stadium. It is the end of the season. If I say it's a huge case study for all of us. When we need motor tickets, I'm even told that referee Daniel Lai eto 50 tickets at the chair supporters so monko hema. Chama won't be Toby. Referee Daniel Lai Toby. Dr. Amakwini Toby. Greater Accra Regional Minister Honorable Linda Okulu. Onusu Toby. In the end, Inipa Stadium, it was interesting, it was attractive, but how did they come? Most of them came with free tickets. We need to have a serious conversation about how we will get people back into the stadium. So what can we do? We need to have a rethink about the timing of our games. Very, very, very important. And then again, yes, a timing for the games. No? The two teams involved must seriously lead this campaign. And I repeat, two teams, no, Haas and Kotoko, must seriously lead this campaign. How do they do it? They have to build very, very, very good teams that will be attractive for the supporters to come to the stadium. My second degree in communication studies, Christian Service University of Kumasi, 2015. My thesis I'm trying. Me use air communication as a tool to raise revenue for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. That was my thesis. Me the copy come baby I'm going copy no. Me rahoi now say ohe Asante Kotoko. The biggest asset that they have is Otumfo. The name alone. The biggest asset that they have is the name Otumfo. Now, Kotoko supporters, House supporters, Opa can they all see Biatromo, the team no performance and now they won't come to the stadium. That is how they register their protest.
You, we and in some sector fake what to and what you say. Two clubs here I saw come on some Ziano. The fans the bit man do abehwe league matches na. Omo some clubs in here na some teams in here. No more about fair, no more winning games. The Barca a better supporters no. Let there be a move be na omo team abehwe games in be.
If the two teams build very strong sides and they begin to win, the supporters will come to the stadium. Mayam actually quite recently, Achaka Kadebe and Che Biasa and Bashiru Hayford. Also by obey the renaissance of Kotoko was starting with Michael Akufumo, Jordan Opoku, Nia Genome. What did those players ever start here? Check what happened at Kotoko at that time. They also were able to bring the numbers to the stadium, and Kotoko was very attractive to the supporters. Two teams, no. Omoyare Eyebako, and the antidote is one. build a good team, and the supporters will come to the stadium. And for us at the FA, we are always happy. So 2 teams no ebo mo 95% of Ghanaians are Kotoko and Haas. The remaining 5% are also Kotoko and Haas. Because remaining 5%, they are still like kids of Kotoko and Haas. And these 2 teams, no, we simply conclude Ghana football as that is the perception of a lot of people. If they begin to do things well and they begin to play good football, trust me, the spectacle we saw in Kumasi will be more than that. And maybe near full floodlights, near Kotoko and Haas matches. That era can come back if the 2 teams build a very good side. Oh, Haas team, no, and yet extraordinary. To be very honest with you, it is not an extraordinary team. But Didi Dramani is doing, he's trying, he's patching, he's managing. Oyenema Kuden Kakra said they bear on Lusu matches. Look, 22 matches were considered just 7 goals. Intimina Membo, Obi Boa, Menjo, Didi Dramani no. So one shawa on shano, no the managino or kon kakra. So it tells you the kind of coach he is. He's very pragmatic. And such kind of coaches no neshaya ding. If House of Folk are able to pay debt na amayomanya transfer ban, or would you say can we na di ankasa timi ko market ekofa players ba ko mienu bi be katim na o say no wa. Me say you give House of Folk 2 years. These are the things that we need to do. And bibia ka hu bia no e be bonus.
Yo energy no so be sre omo se coaches no kotoko nye quick. Na omo gofa coach I say coach a obetimi ateten kwada coach e so abotre coach edin zampa ko bobola. Wo so no ye change as betimi abam. Obesre house so omo enya ne coach Masi Didi Dramani na djuma no won to aso na wonye fe so coach no oyobia na djuma ma bia na djuma no so wenim.
It can only get better. Near Adesedam, the 2 clubs name say they have to sustain it from here. Last me can say has a Kotokone has on Kwani 2 clubs in this country almost supporters a year campaign elections into movie. They went for the elections because they want to lead supporters. And you are not leading them sebi in their homes. You have to bring them to the stadium. Into a movie they shouldn't keep the titles and sleep. That is why they went for the elections and won. And if you say the work can be easier for them if the clubs begin to play well on the field of play. Inti adesradia bako. Se I didi hasi ye manage ye no yenjana no nya de oye no hihye tim no. Me nye Kenichi Yashuhashi DNB. House of Folk supporters fell in love with Kenichi Yashuhashi and the idea chia yasi omwade. Tubu kasa Kenichi nti Kenichi ko find MP by. Now House is stabilizing again. Let's allow the gentleman to go on. Kotoko must work as quickly as possible to get a coach. And coach Aomihiano, they need a tactical developer. A coach who is a tactician and a developer like Didi Dramani. Se game no cost of field no so obet may change ba ko mienu bi de resource beba. At the same time, who send the players improve because our database on the strength and weaknesses of his players our field so catch us ye train way and never more improve. You say that is a developer, and that is what Kotoko need. If they are able to get a coach who can develop the team and also tactically he is very good, trust me, our football will come back to the level
you we and Zaman Sheikh Tafik senior communication manager at the Ghana Football Association Ninkoma or the Atuja and Anapi Yadebima our Akwaaba radio 98.1 na Samuel Pokwinti or former player the Makomasa Sante Kotoko Pokwinti adin komo was so besre as nano de see Kumase Baba Yara Sports Team no Kotoko players no ese benefo no mugosia no mo din komo na mo sake o mo gaze de esi no anya se we mo mfa nyina ento moti so supporters ni nim na se pressure and say o mo de ba call players ni so was say results is Kotoko ni goals Kotoko beje no e be send na no esi no nti boys no eso meti encourage o na o mo tro support na de mo na o mo hye o mo nkran se de bia betimi aboa na anu nkugo na mo die no etimi afura mo so.
They say it's the same boys, and we have to depend on the same boys. And you know, sir, the know, so what border, it do say, I'm to me, boo, over Beho, it be all 2-3 days, maybe on a bit more recovery. And I think, sir, it's the role of the management, you know, and the technical people, you know, to revive their spirit for the next match, you know. Omo say, all is not lost yet. They can fight through. If they can turn table around a record a video money, it will help them a lot. So I think the talking needs to be more now to bring them from an channel so that they will start their training the message supporters, because you are calling him, they shouldn't go to the training and fight the players and fight them back and change it. So all the back of school now expect to say, yeah, exams are. Obedi 10 and obedi 5 and obedi first. Okokore no call possible 25. Ububefu, but ubufu are still you need to cool down because we are kaya or the hukra untimi ensia de ema untimi konenim. And they need to manage the situation. No man manage it then it will cause kotoko a lot. Because there were people who visited dressing room last match and no can say if you lose this match here the BCBC and so and so and so. No. I don't think that message was good for the players. And with the first omuna a year we are management member, we are coach mobile. You need the players to work for you. And they need sound man, they need peace of mind. So mobile that they make an own tiasi. But in football, you need 100%, even 120% concentration on the field. So be how and how do you different thing perform intermediate they need to sit down and talk to the players, encourage them that it all is not lost here. It can be well. They can change the situation for their own good. We have management structure now. They need to give up.
You we and then sama pokunti or tuja na Ali Alaji Maradona former Kumasa Sante Kotoko management member na wakwedi nkomo was a Blasters goalkeeper Benjamin Asalo Onyanswen ye ni amfanshi tumi say or number 1 was a co-worker no short for how so be face one share obe press yentenyo was a kotoko ne has na ze kotoko short tubio was a short to no bat example short to nebe once what the man who tip kai and ya mose same and he was obesere work up with the agro was he yanko goalkeeper e say one no experience be a order abrochire ni bi is a short to no what be now confirm Benjamin Asare was a Benjamin Wantano why Ghana ni one time has so but work up in yako and when he say obesere say yempe goalkeeper na ye de ne to ne so dia wan hwe a ya so be kwa kwesi ewo Canada, Mexico and afi US one
local players kurana hedu omuko work up ne ade no has goalkeeper man for bekasa when you good rather babada mumayan kana kuranchiro yo one new blaster kura one new first team blaster me say yana amsa enyo bia no hwa mo football no 1-on-1 mo be short to be tonya no mo to di mo be short to be there was so many players bia on one kasa be signal say change no and you work up and now kasa the oil no bia kasa one number 1 to the World Cup to play against Munkan Kurasa even Panama in terms of the World Cup you need experienced goalkeeper and you can be the baby so what now Kotokoni has and he was cheapest goalkeeper fine he deserve it because why you be but and you World Cup or be a whole team one Toronto that you know Obakasa a brand case maybe in terms of my carriers I'm a funny blaster, that's fine. One goes here, I was some of the senior goalkeepers in Mobile. But to be the number 1 of the Ghana Blaster World Cup, hey, Maminjo, when you're my townful, has team winning your townful. But no great, who besides penny, this will be our policy. Man, Kasama and Fanunko, you don't know here, or bench one, that's good. But to be the number 1, Ghana need experienced goalkeeper. I want to Ghana. I want to I'm sure to them to say, Kotoko players in the NBA. And you're that to be no, you're about to be much of the
you, what's it that to be one share much of the name see yet to come in and be a book dear. You might eat the way. Yes, sir. Brenner, dear, you meant to your channel be anti sanity. You look as I went out there soon. You are free. The uncle. Coffee, ye.
My mention means I'm nothing free. Enra, I made a statement. If you mama, I'm saying we no course near Bami so no. Maybe Montia say as to why Magoka say the NTS Black Stars technical team meaning I call Kotoko game no. Now Omuja other games near then. Oh, Kofi Tinipani mama assignment say me money reasoning tia me say say games Omoko shouldn't be Kotoko has games alone.
Yes.
Because he games no mo na Debia no mo games na Kotoko na ebo against different team has na ebo against different team Kofi na me problem ni say national team ye players Kofi the first point of call say here in Galaxy no you local Black Stars no.
Yes, local Black Stars. You the Ombo League players no. Yes, selected players no.
Yeah, kwa.
Yeah, you almost was say you don't kwa.
Na me say yeah selected players free and national local league ni ma. You need kind hwe Galaxies no. Because I'm gonna head the national team ha. So you head the players or your national team ha na. Kofi answer na ABA say another scouting. Because for me reason na me dey can say me back pa say. Now the current Galaxies team na wo se sia na Ghana they call South Africa no. Ye nya kotoko has play bi obo ni bi. So per the Galaxies in the squad ni chere say you need the best for kotoko ni has asat now.
Na the technical team no me say kotoko ni has players ngwa no me select man.
No me say as na me say reason ni say omo hwe kotoko ni has games ni more. Nti kofi me pese me cho say now no na ye go against Mediama versus Aduana a tough game. Amen no kofi these are the two teams are na Mediama over 3-4 players on national team no.
Say bebe TV so nto.
Na say we na Facebook class. We ni Facebook.
And do go Spain Barcelona ni Madrid
ba. But once now we can say Aduana dey na over TV so. But we ni Facebook nko ye ni teams mo bi
we betime tu na na say okay man ti ban kota kwa. Ma hwe we ni TV so. Metima ba kumata ba be.
Sa na betime akọ takwa de na hwe kotoko ne has ni so TV so.
Aseba make won ti asa.
So nte me dey na me say from Takwa to Accra Kumasi na kwan ni wa.
Ebia no mo assignment fufura.
Assignment na bi o mu ko Kumasi na assignment be. Na assignment be no mo organ had me time na no person interact me.
There be say egomo na edi.
Assignment bi a omo onim reason omo dey Ghana. Omo ti omo nya adwuma Ministry of Agric, omo nya adwuma Sports Ministry, omo nya adwuma Education Ministry. Adwuma de omo aba Ghana has see the national team. Me wa. National team ne bo match.
Omo nya adwuma.
The national team was players. So we monitor players. Team Ghana with different assignment, aside monitoring players. Yes. Akofi what you say you are here to coach the national team,
yes,
to monitor players. This is a national team no match. Only assignment be than to monitor players.
No more ball leagues. I would have man into Akufia
assignment I'm talking about so more man we now coaching players in your
man to monitor players who are and
I'm just saying to say a game that very day no monitor players who are
and I'm say they okay me am say so man ni banwa match in Basel TV o met me at Accra. No more access. I'm telling you, this is not the first time. Because I start even time I do an media board my crew. Nay a 12 game. Obiama. Kofi any games are a 12 games we league in ma. Nay said the technical team do hobby. To me, because say me because Kotokone has given me can't send any so but Kofi so I'm back among venues ni baby. It shouldn't be selected venues because yen Galaxies in this year, Fred Galaxies among Wakoba match, yen Kotokone has played be a man mobi. So now catch say now the best players are boy and Galaxies in Kotokone has players. And yeah, the okay me know ya but yeah, it was year so in the checks give us be an almost my refs and more venues no.
Kofi ven ofo ni be ko be a wu.
Oh na say bet me asma be so be. There some now. Now no jump to person call you one who.
So go back no we can be so Kofi reason say now the best players of Ghana league no omuni Kotokone has nko a your best players ni bi wo Swedro your best players ni bi wo Heart of Lions so Black Stars technical team adwuma omodo Ghana ha pa na monitor ne kan bi so omuncho mu they should go around venues na ha no ma it shouldn't be Kotokone has because Kofi yen Kotokone has no omu ye free Galaxies ni yen play bi amana mobi. It's not catch say the best players now wait me boy national team Kotokone has play bi anka ho. So monitor other players ne nka ho. And then no monitor other players na go fi ebeboa because say you monitor me the man ka be da hu Nkrumah ne Salim. But it shouldn't be Kotokone has they should monitor other players. Go fi to fix say Ghana football no. Kotokone has no. Go fi you see Ghana has say na me say you refini mani bi. Go fi Kotokone has asset na wo. The problem I was say you na no hear ball na just say Ghana football no it's not dead it's back. Kofi yembo na gu. So the Kotokone has game nko assess the see na no ma wadwen say Ghana football ni gina na so Kofi enye no kre. Yembo no Kofi is dead agu. Now Kofi hwe over can say Kotokone has so mo tutu omo ne ma ya. Kofi has stand to be corrected. For the past 10 years Ghana obi anje league ni defend that. Mewa so can be actually say now I want the other clubs ni kutani nya Kotokone has nko a send a certain medium betumi nya sa amount of money na gold for the day more no ama medium betumi akoto Salim Adams and no free US Island aba to mediama
but what has now after say has the contract be na we
na mediama ko fa na buy now so obenya aduana stars amona to this sam sa shemenyo me wa akofa afie major afa Gregory mu every other class e dey bo aduana kofi hwe now some of the class baby any go stars so she tell you say Kotoko has nya sa mentality is now say we are not tete eye Kotoko has kofi any nya a certain team like mediama and the coach be hintam ko na coach o me boa first is not the best coaches o Ghana ha o coach Kotoko has the best players o Ghana ha they play for Kotoko has. And that is the time I miss Kofi here national team. And you only has for goalkeeper and corner between these clubs or but it's me corner media make 3 players me wa. So media make me 3 players for national team wa. Come be actually now the best teams Ghana and isn't Kotoko has again. The best teams in Kotoko has because Kotoko bet me for 4 years. Has bet me for 4 years. Now on J trophy Kofi. Niema na Kotoko for ye pan Kofi esikasem. Because I'm not class now Kotoko ni omo prive Kofi no be esikasem wo fam. But here is the case. And then there are some class that Kofi obtain Kotoko has one complete players me wa. So Kotoko team to your player can every 10,000 20,000 Kofi and then there are some clubs for my way they are also paying the same amount. And the players not transfer we say there are a lot of opportunities. Our smaller clubs which Kotoko has. And Kofi no correct. And no team player more team kitwa opportunities to be to kwa abrochira ko big team no far 100% that's what Kotoko has.
Okay.
Because men kind of open my mind the list of teams are a team top players are team for Ghana first 10 Kotoko has in count. So a player and first and here Kotoko DGD was swami magazine ho. And then you Kotoko fan GD was swami magazine.
Okay.
You Kotoko say ya player be about team or born say ya obenyo the opportunity to travel outside. And it's how opportunity ni Kotoko has.
Okay.
So opportunity na be teams in get far ho. And no ka Kofi yin FA no so no you part of the FA.
Yes.
Na Kofi see ebebo league be na me just say league na gu. Say no ya charge me the mafo. Aduana stars. Say aduana ko posti.
Yeah.
You see what dressing room. E wo mu social media.
Yes. Some expectation go metro that be down.
As I said aduana ntwemo mo no. Omo nso omo say bibia iden.
So be a bibia te onko complaining now about it.
I understand.
Is aduana for the right.
Ya charge aduana. So as you asem na see here no so go fi. Omo nso hwe no media mind the right na no mo anye the right.
Nasa onya nkotwera go mo se bia obi abo.
Enye se yakop twuso obi abu.
Ya o mna o my class ni mfa so no mundi so.
Asem na me bisa nyam teneti. Me say aduana fo amfa kwan pass no post video no.
Yes.
Na ya charge aduana fo enye sa na tie. So after say FA no so hwe video.
Na aduana you complain be say.
No. E de media ma fo no ye no. Omo ye the right thing and omo anye the right thing.
Asema me busa onya ntimase o. Tie me no bobo sese na se bia wo se babo. FA no so hu bibia. Onya nkonya complain FA no betima charge me.
You can only say you complain about evidence yanye.
Evidence no. Evidence be na mo da come FA for say BBC na si.
Na video na FA no hwe de charge aduana no. On what basis no mo de.
What's about cause we post there to Facebook. Say wo kasa tie aduana say. Aduana say mistake.
But also who substance
so be charge. Yes, say na me be say go charge media.
Omo
charge me.
Menya hu media ma charge.
So asem na me go fit agwa.
But asem na come obi ka no
fit charge for that mistake.
Yes.
But media should be charged.
Yes, and na me be say tago.
Russian guy no be the police station. Russian guy.
No, so the
video never happened. Automatically, no Ghana police.
Yes, and
so once the video has come out, yet was you. But first, once I who said we are now posting BB, I said what would there enough? So based on that, media is supposed to be charged.
That is it.
We know the kind of twice. The kind of twice. Adriana,
one the right thing.
Yeah, the right thing. Why is it? Yes,
I have to.
And what Kwame has some no can make drone. I come
here. And let me make a choice. I didn't know.
Yan train na afi no.
Yan train say. I don't know how to charge you.
E dey asem na okay. Asem make us won yan tiba.
Dey go fitabo.
Mate me da say.
Obre no 2 minutes after so. E kire say afi no league na ka say other way. Amanfo nsem no mo ka say league ni good because of that injustice, selective justice no. And no because substance na da ho ni kire say adua media ma ya adua na bibi. And aduana for na hu no ma make you complain on na posting. So what charge aduana for that wrong posting na you know. So after that the media ma yen.
Omo chere aduana for the right place is it. Yeah that say anti we say yendi we say yendi why. Okay, yendi ma me start with the end.
Go me so. Maradona say Black Stars in the goalkeeper.
Was he? He qualified, so number one.
You see, Benjamin Asare a very good goalkeeper, no doubt about it. But Kofi, gotcha. O person o kind of create analysis no. Kofi, yem Black Stars local league goalkeepers are other yem Black Stars so. Obi a dey champion Benjamin Asare. Samia Jimo. Jojo mu. But edu baby a ye ko tournament na ye nya da fear ni say stage na ye ko no Kofi especially those goalkeepers nya na ma check against mu ba mu no so Kofi baby edu me see ye ni option ndi wa dan for no dey say
Edmond
Jedi no usu no Kofi asem yo he ne nka na o de o metena chire man ye hunu so a Kofi ye usu Jedi no because be edu na stage we need
zigi so bo
na start zigi ye Black Stars na on a player or playing time do pa obi any playing time chance zigi ye Black Stars ni nyina 26 matches obi at na bench onu kwa na nye go player at na bench so at zigi wo ho na ye Jedi na be count Benjamin aside do the World Cup na so Kofi but Kofi say can the best goalkeeper pass a World Cup with Benjamin aside the Kofi then Black Stars say man pie na ye
you
okay Kofi goalkeeper semi ya Maradona no krapa na say ye ni keeper enu nti na ye pe obi ade akọ no say ye wo keeper pa to susu sanke de Benjamin Asare ye ni keeper Asare ya ade in his own merit but no krapa na say oh ideal explanation about you dey convince me say ye kwa ko face Kobe Menu Foden ye ko face Saka ne ya face Rashford Hurricane ne gina na Jubileum gina baabi ono kwa say how one start Morgan Rogers form na no ayese but keeper who ko face sa boys we nyina no ye Benjamin Asare. Oh my God! Oh my God! Well, who shot Akwaaba?
Players are bobo. Nye players nye level na woni bo.
Na dey na bi shebi 30.
Na obi shebi 30. Na dey say bia wonya football na so.
Ntiti asiasa. Nti me no ho no na me hwef. Nti
yes na mo ho mo nika.
Enkenye keeper ye di ko face no. Because am for the Mike Mayon. Ebinom de Unai Simons akwatale anyeye bi de Courtois akofesi Hurricane anyeye meboa bi de keepers akofesi ayi Hurricane anyeye o nti nkanye Benjamin Asare but bi ani ho what was say na dia Maradona kan say kase e be di achi agese yakobo mtipo because keeper ni wa abroche nti unyanye awe ye ni bi o keeper ni wa ndi Asare na na edan no ti me mpa ya nso obenya good form sara be ya obekọ no obetimi akoye ye safe nyesa Kofi what tournaments be demanded from goalkeepers no you guys have no idea in fact the tension in World Cup qualifiers crackeke not to even talk of World Cup itself obi confidence yira hu bi da obeka say wo mo ball da ehu bi betima foul adekwa papa wo say ugura stadium wo pejed it was way edipanie we bi nyina be ha urade ne ma ye man pass na nam ne nasi throw nti Kofi yampa ye ne say Asare benya form no de akọ na World Cup no ebia tension koto no so because nyoma etima tension to so ye atmosphere unhu bi da players are unshia bi da Kofi anya izo nanu ya Timberland shoes ba ha yi omo hu no kura hu said omo nya omo ho ye fa the Gwana boy onu mponi kwadwantwi ba ye na wa go Hurricane me say o jinama na ne referee no ka say Jubele no o wa pa o de sa no board ha she onka wa no obeka o tirim me say adebo hu bi da rare Kofi tago wani be free ho so hu say binu wa so omko bo ma chokuro omko he flashlight ma ye show mo o ye de ya be bi kakra o be bi kakra nti ano ye first thing no Kofi tago Tofik nkomo ni bebre me ne ya adwene na look Ghana Premier League no se pesi e developing e pa me no me wo problems with yempanin for no because tetenuoma no omo ntimi nsesa mfiri ho we ase na dwane agya nipa be 1 billion dadada o 1 billion po be 8 billion because and then we ase na tania you guys have no idea and to say adwen say yen nsesa nuoma we have no place in this current world to compete or any better IBM. Dear na make one sem time. Yes, Kokone has said the Kofi to me and live up to expectations. Build up to the game was on point. Supporters never any good for improvement. In fact, performance there two teams need done Dino. Na ye whether born and sana morning sir, you need a lot of talking points out of the Kotoko and Has game. Aftermath of the game, na ye, and a very good thing to build on. But to be competitive, Our we are Siafan and Kofi. If we don't factor our time, our ball we have no place. And La Liga for a Premier League fixtures, no they are adjusting the time. Premier League or have baby a classical share, no they are adjusting the time because maybe or more transit Susu say I say Chelsea ni Man U na ho odena bro classical so na Ronaldo ma free ho. And it's a classical for they share 5 no more so they share 5 because they wanted to take over 2 times or more than nipa here. No say that we have to go back. Into your 4:30 na you must say. In fact, what him said there are Premier League game next week. Date in the first hour, but a do my day now. I'm to me adjusted time. It is because I was say customers now open, viewership now open. Then the bit more viewers. Kofi, your competitors be or sports ya upo umpo time adjustment ye key. Until the be any the 11, obi any the anopa, obi any the area. Because your competition be where highly unfair. So when you number question the same time. Be able to compete kra. O numbers na so better because e be shared more than we adjust our time no. 2. Na say bi no e bi da. 2. Time adjustment na. Omo no omo boss kra mo share viewership. No more yard yes it will be BM. And you look at Ghana, worst possible time you play Premier League matches. A time that compete with Premier League. And the worst possible time. Before say you EPL. So if you know when in Ghana so be DStv. Only match I'll be here. Adama Kanema, Ethiopia matches.
Yes.
Before class Leopard in Ghana. They be an opana. You know why? Because when you say so be a busy. Not in the DStv, no Uncle Chusu in Ghana, in the Premier League. So you don't do that. Now we are in a country that yet say in so to adete timbo match 10. Now him say Sunday be to match ni bia no pattern. Oni ni pa beba. Obi pentama hwa wi akoba bi. Obi okwa before obi ba be match no kwanza no wakwa sorry. Obi kura ho a enti you need to be adjusting those times. 5 e normal be to bo bebre sa time no. And
you starting 5 years so be
ye be pon
6 ni apon.
4 ye be pon. And na dey ko mi chiri kura ye 3 p.m. ye nyina. Na dey ni.
Yo.
Enti ko fita ko. Say Sabibi we have no place.
Mate, me da si papa say ODSC. Ocean.
Tago.
Me inti we.
Okay. The urban say I charge you there stars.
Yeah.
Concerning video na. Omo post.
Omo post video. Again I got to Facebook say. Okwa kan. Yes men kan. Yeah, e be charge you.
Yes. And I be.
And ya charge you. And why? Nti na the video weke wo video fa koma efe no se efe no nto na mona so nka hwea na se bia o bibi twere akotwero
no ko me no nya adwen
ti sen
on fa video no nkoma efe
na
on fa video on video nkoma efe
caps no o mo nyina ya wese
no ko
bibi honest won ti ase
ya bi ko bi ya botre mbacho na o mo charge obed na Akwaaba nkati a ha no mo na mo di kan logic comprehension na o mo charge no
omo jina kotoko post omo ye so
ana me kotoko post omo ye
yes say dey see
kotoko see dey omo post video so mo see
omo post video ana o gambo one time try nkoma every force be say ne
ana say kotoko man try nkoma omo post here
post omo an officially so the fans say inconvenience dey see no and yes aduana na twere ya ansa na efiri mbebe frɛ no na ai polo incident resi wo ha no polo incident resi wo ai no na nakrom ansa no kotokofo de twere koma efiri ansa na almost start twere na no we selective justice asem na ye kan bi no go fi ade we no mo ye no they are breeding grounds for hooliganism ne ntokwa
me so so epe for ni so
me say
check class ni say
ade na si ya kofi aba video na ko viral awadi na obi from mandatory warm up ade amrama no kwan so onkoye matu prum di nipa omo ahye dan mu te se bi nkukọ bi a mu do omo agu dan mu no
o twera fa ho a
no nipa even di asempo na twere no o kyere na adwen
ti say
se we ko kan
na road ko ye bi say efin English efin na charge no
kofi di omo ye no media men kan bibia na emo ne date into say that same bi be si no mo obi am file defense because at the end of my year no mo fan to mutirim say in moment bi football say e bo mu ye njaye What they say? It is not proper. And no one can say no. I say so. We delay justice. You are denying justice. And do you think that I don't know media man one was engaged charging the face? I don't. Yes. Even if they don't referee, I say come up banning the rest of the season. Now Siru must bow. Poor officiating. Poor officiating. Poor me who be crowded. And yet a lot of incidents you see here. Poor officiating.
You must say the analogy compare trade akwana.
Media man must win.
We don't do that.
What they say? And I'm saying that when live on video.
Adeche match omanyi match no.
Me say omanyi. But videos are viral. It is not the responsibility of Adriana alone. So no so logic complain. You as F, you know. And most man said the ABC be monitor. Umbet mark as F for nyam who's that video. Yes. What is it? Now even I don't know rich more be saying and I match no more. I dey chin more trust no F cameraman be anyhow. Now match commissioner anyhow. Per me chess Adriana starts for complaining the match commissioner. I'm complaining of park no so say what would do man commissioner no jina obi no ohwe incident na see any na wan kan bibia o and anya first time new a lot of instances and media ma akoshe ho na on person for kwan bia so book mu ho
you know says Beno
amuni house of folk the see ho na nya senko then lead to Hamza ayi ba kono friend say Gazali ni provoke na nkoko ba akola na bo no ukwo they will intimidate you enti efe no omo hwe ade bia future occurrence bia be si bia na yo mo na enam so yes and ene enam so akofi also omo ye dey santi kofi omo hwe justice delays justice denial any selective justice e de basabasa e na e ba we ye bi manya ne we ye am ye ne bibi even o makra wo omo na otete omo a ye nya sa we sa how de ntitimu na eto omo ntam kofi me person me bisa questions me ensa
obusa me
me bisa tiefo ne omo a omo se Benjamin Sare eni kwan so okoye number 1 na eni keeper no
okay
na me hwe so met me ama me ensa Benjamin Sare is he not good enough ana
ani question back
onyade 2 on where to say ne oya Blasters number 1 na
play your players a goalkeeper
so any opportunity no wa justify no one on justify so you people and I hatred more time and me who is all more time no any disrespect
and so because they are work out short
I don't know 70
how many good na go short and I said I didn't know
me I don't understand me who is say disrespect any be familiarity of Benjamin Sare ya Ghana ni wa babreku akure nya ehunu ni ade ya na ha bi wa kra otra trotrom and obi kra che ne ka ni ade nti o nya obi a sara me hu no
okay
nanka Benjamin Sare ni wa keeper wan na ekoda Kofi Benjamin Sare umpo he is the best goalkeeper for the Blasters. He is better than every Blaster goalkeeper in the new regime. The only difference is exposure baby abaka say bi okoda we more tizigine ba ko na fence dey no usumo dey that go eno kra no new regime goalkeepers na na okay oya dey say wala court oya dey say tizigi oya dey say nje no usu oya dey say Abdul Manaf oya dey say omunyina
say jedi dey mfanse onya medai national team
on medai nturo ke ore say onu na mo pesa mo dey na bada
na wan e kofa no
so mo yan fa no mpo but I must start the agenda because also that redivisier into exposure kakra wa da Europa League or conference league ke fa no meda
o si ye no na kasa yin
you that stage so what is your reason why ya Musi Benjamin Sare na number 1
yo wo so other AFCON na qualifiers na boy your more is here number AFCON na boy
I keep most clean what the last time Atiziki beda Ghana po mo keep clean sheet what the last time wala kwot beda Ghana po mo keep clean sheet
what Jenny sensu no
what the last time Abdul Manaf beda Ghana po mo keep clean sheet where you beda Ghana po mo keep more than 5 clean sheet chinchi agenda because also Ghana ni other Ghana Premier League any free on one ekoda on one Kofi Okoda
Onwa.
Who we are must ball on corner so. Now Moon say goalkeeper or build the goal kakra. Moon say goalkeeper communication key.
Yeah.
How to even organize your defense. Say there be a ball and mouse be no. Or your special ability a goalkeeper also work. Your keeper be hold the poem you need attempt. Say keeper ready the monk kasa. Keeper ready the monk kasa kwatwa. There be any kwatwa attention or them there be a run shot. The communication skills
Yeah.
And the Kofi Benjamin Sare. Now no crying performance against Kotokono. And no crying another statement. He even won the man of the match.
Yes.
You got a point. And the Kofi Ronaldo or Nipa. Harry Kane or player. Jude Bellingham or Nipa. Sanet here. Pompo. Asare number 1.
Yo.
One go no.
Mate. 8 minutes now so yeah that's it. See why. Is it yeah Fabre 0242020208 and 0207573003 must into it. You.
Kofi Benjamin Sare issues no Kofi no credit Kofi mo pandin tra mo no me akesi popa itiom. What I say. You know ina so ni say next yen to keeper. Yen ko keeper. And I will tournament so Kofi department of play say mess for defense Kofi nyani na equally. Omo che mu say Benjamin Sare wanya de Kofi che keeper we yen ko faro statistics at all. Go ya party akesi. Mo che me hu ni na aka so wanya de and I England be she studio come Kofi aminti wase.
You.
Mo ba mo trim.
Martin. Yeah, that's it. Good morning. Hello? Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, but when you?
Sir John, you.
Say, John, you ain't see where?
The person will be say. I'm more for no. I'm short. As never before now. Maintain a biaso.
Continue a biaso. How much now, margin to the charge, Mr. or Argentina? How much?
What I say? As a move some for me, you pass here before. Maintain a biaso. What I say?
Me that's it. Vesia. Hello. Zongo yeti over Manirusu.
No, Ajuma Pamoye.
Ejuma that's it.
Benjamin there, Asari there. Moko pe Ghana for na dinu abukiro no onye second goalkeeper. Yes, idea. No Kenya me anu to be chorus no kura obesu.
Yeah, that's it. Good morning. Yeah, Ike. Bibi aboko there.
Nyamia Dumboko.
You may to Ike.
Tago, Messi, Mama Yanya, Chumna, Yen, Ghana Hano. Ada Benjamin Azar from Soba Pan away to a to cancer we say unqualified, unworthy, we say or best at Black Stars. Ye be so, and Benjamin San Quan of first 7 Black Stars. And he said Benjamin said them not defenders your Mojuma year, ye Beshanana. Mr. Vades or Basruna. No, yard you. The defenders near Cobano, and no be a winning from so. I be a near Benjamin Azar and Quanso. Black Stars may be 11 near Quacobo. A profile of me 11 on Mondibabo. Into a mania, I can black your first time 2006. Now you are Cobida. Young one could run of 16. And the Mumaya, when I can never pass near we had people.
Yeah, that's it, Papa. I can see. Good morning. Hello? Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ibrahim Diana.
But your debut, if you meet moment as a free on the matter.
Okay, it is here.
I'm very confused, but so Ben won't be over. And the your number one sport in the Arabia, I am going to 10 or 10. We say, I see and I wish you someone because we players, the current team your position is more players in your or Nadi. Your position is more players in your but from when I really speak so. Nothing here, I did a Juma be Ben, number one sport, a Jumano and from or you. So, before the thing would deserve any other place no Mutus or Monyadi or Musu deserve call up on one can also.
Okay, Matty.
Maybe I'm no.
Yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Coffee.
Yes, sir. But when you.
Good morning. Pack my name, but I say.
You, but you eat your way.
Coffee. Person say, "Omo say Benjamin Asaro no good." Some I did for Dauda, a call guys on. And Tana League Ben and Noble.
No, but GP na.
So, no near good. Ghana League Nana Noble. That's all for me. And today, I do Benjamin Asaro so I'm on for so Yadi. So,
okay.
Ghana sometimes I do I was so major.
You.
Me na hatred na me ka say I'm out for the boy no.
Mate, me da si papa. Good morning.
Yes, I see you.
Yes, I Judy it's you.
I know fight when you mean Shiramo. You can't say. On the first, yeah, John Ghana. World Cup in Yamku Pidano. Only they could die.
Yes, only no free baby no better. That I know about England.
Aha. Wabo England na World Cup no wa Bobida.
There be no Bobida. But no akọ as Afcon no akọ Afcon tepen. Wani seek akọ no mu pens.
Different from World Cup. They can World Cup so say Benjamin Sarah
yeah.
World Cup match. Yeah. Say tizigi be die. Musi onya de. Ana onya de ntia Benjamin be dam. Akoyo okoti board ne sakopere boy. Musi onya de. Most now for Benjamin Benaba. Benjamin so much on Yadi. Say World Cup and Chaka 3 months.
Yes.
See, the says Yana Moka to win Yadi. Keep a Ben Pan and Winana.
Mate, yes, I know your question is so because keep a Ben is young fan. Good morning.
Good morning, Tago.
Yes, but when you
1 man supported.
1 man party into you.
Tago.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Benjamin Asare on Yadi. Goalkeeper Ochimifa area boards. Goalkeeper o save ground shots. Now no she particular say the shot no boy o save well. O ka so be save bi wo Berekun Golden City.
Yes.
Na keeper o say no onye DMB. Onye DMB offer area boards, for ground shots. Onye DMB is the best goalkeeper in Ghana.
Okay.
Obi aka so nya de e ntro.
You, Mate, me da say. Ama da say pa. Good morning. Ali?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Who did never be free?
That's your friend Francis Kasefri Badu.
Francis, it's you.
But your mom can say Benjamin Sari on so that Blaster #1 or your #1 keeper. So, more secret keeper do a while or ya just in a monk form no mega. Do what to be there, my Bobiana who coincide goon. Therefore, no more Casa Benjamin Sari no Omunicana Hana.
You, Mate, Eras, and a question. Good morning. Okay, one night me nyina sebe fa be mienu bi mfa so so na no chini na yenya na yempeje mu na yanko. Imasku.
Yeah, tago.
Bibia boko dia.
Yeah, we had an hour.
Boko party you.
There we have no more about any to fa mo. Tago. Na do me so that no otu for ni Ghana. The no otu for Ghana dey anka, the no otu for penalty. Na tago, na to be so na ai current ọjọ́ ìbòmí lọ́wọ́ náà ṣẹlẹ̀ lóní tó máa yà ọ̀rẹ́sẹ̀ pọ̀tọ̀kọ̀ ẹ̀ndìníà ká àṣà aláàbí tìbí tẹ̀ pọ̀tọ̀kọ̀ alẹ́ ní ilé tẹ̀rẹ̀ tí wọ́n kọ́ tẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ní ilé ẹ̀kọ́ mọ́ pọ̀tọ̀kọ̀ fún bí
Wejani, yeda ase pa wejani yeda ase. Hello.
Kobi Tago.
Simple yenti we.
Kobi mama ntia no pe na peki for. Kobi. When baby. That Sunday there. I dey ha se san yagu. Yagale mo. Enya pete sao.
O ma san yagu nyese ngomo ya sagum.
Besi mo sa ku besi sa na me tala me kado.
Yo.
Mo sa yaku mo yagale pa ma yo. Da ya nya fe yo ma ya so ma che. Bize no ma che mo wa nya fe. O mo sha ye kumase. Ya yo. Future 2018 na mo sha ye. Indi sana 8 years ni.
Okay.
8 years ni o di sana ma che mo wa.
Mate yeda se papa. Adolf on the chat. Good morning.
Morning, Tago.
Yes, I'm eat you Adolf.
Tago, but I'm more my boss only a good family. Tago, to buy you or yeah, I be before 20 years or Manon Kunanim, I be Manon Kunanim. Benjamin Sare, the Paddy say, I saw in Yadia. Also, I was on Yadia, it's been pointing will be or Butcher say, and for certain persons, money that a blasters group. Now, Sabi, Tago, as someone walk around and wear her.
Dabi won't make us more or China adwin to which our adwin to bit make us more hana.
Oh, Tago.
Dabi and Tristan and Commissar.
My fiance, if you guys have to buy no one person.
You
now, right, and you know, sure the man
and you made an intimacy and to know yet see why. And see, yet see, I say, Yako na Yamea Duma and then you me. Ibisha na dia kan bia bomade timi da to aso be so yen kwanyim fro na no chi no na DJ Jovia en betwa so en fama en na aye Blalex birthday. The Blalex, yeah, Akwaaba radio so na yeah so happy birthday from wife when I feel so nkranina say 5 days so almost stress Nyankopon enka ho na omo mfie no bebre na enka de da wa koma so bia onya ne kama emfama mfie no wanya sesia no SLTM enya 98.1 e de account Blalex from Akwaaba radio copying fusion future director Kojo Fosu and afisa busheni nyina say happy birthday enko emfama baby obedi no ya mama so nti why say me know wa Alex me know wanti baby obedi birthday no ya mama so nti jiwe na baby obedi birthday no na vedi you and the Alex no na we Yaya Mohammed Yaya is one na coach Doma Unity. Yaya a former player Edma Alitiu Tema Youth Kumasi Asante Kotoko Brikum Chelsea now Adiana FC Okoboy now we coach Edma Doma Unity our asset bandit 1 zone 1B and then Kojo Yaya Mohammed birthday and the 5 videos so na Yaya happy birthday Nyankopon enkana ho na amfie no oman bebre na enkana mi da adwirim the way na bobo na adwirim abie na obo short akese na goals wo hye no o da wuro mo into coach no yaya bomodian na ye ne sa na coach na bagidum na ba coach team akese o Ghana na national team na nye bi na coach enti Yaya Mohammed ye fa Akwaaba radio so na yawe so happy birthday. Enti Yaya Mohammed once again happy birthday enko emfa amon ye dey see happiness DJ Jovia what Akwaaba you no twaso dia amon nyame ya adoma na nwumre 7:30 beja na dia kan bia bomadian etimi dia twaso de ne nya asame kitokra what bona nka Hussein oterenka the tactical man ocean kwa me oben otomka Richmond and the producer show no onye bi hwe we Facebook wo no Akwaaba FM on Facebook sasa na Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook and on Facebook TikTok also and also Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM onyina okọ na Facebook YouTube no so and also Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 adormenti onye bi ehwe ho yebeda na se ze debia no ojepine na adwuma no oye Nyankopon wammoa no no ma na hodin na cash no enye mo o say no na yere na kana cash no enye mo kama empamante rich era se why mama ncha dey wo big mo fast food e cha na